We have a pile of money on which we sit. Now,
Dorf, 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 dorf. One dorf for every month and hopefully many more to come.
wow, you can get higher than I can, Victor. Thank you for the 16. 83.
Nearly at that gold. At least your streams make me happy, unlike the performances of my football club.
Well, at least you got something going for you, 83. Thank you, 11 with the prime.
Happy 420, up the doofs.
Up the doofs. The doofs. The doofs. The doofs. What are you? Ryan, thank you so much for the 8 months. Schwab, thank you for the 11. Schwab, thank you so much for the 11. Shaba Whippy, thank you for the 4 months. We are here. We've got a lot of money. If you have, so the YouTube is caught up. Wait, hold on. The YouTube is caught up to Monday of this week, right? And so Monday and Tuesday streams are not on the YouTube yet. That's your fair warning. But we do have over $40 million in the balance, over $15 million in the transfer budget, and over $2 million a year in payroll budget that is available for us to spend. We have, as of yesterday, negotiated contract extensions with Mate Balaz and Boyan Brodniak waiting their acceptance, but they already accepted it preliminarily in that screen. So hopefully we'll be able to extend both those contracts and not be forced to any sales, which would be absolutely fantastic. The players that we have sold up to this point in the transfer window for that's the purchases, Sealand. Let me move myself. For 18.75 million.
Bit overdue, but finally the gold is
Bobby
here.
Smith. Christian Turden for 9.5. Nick Lima's release clause of 5.75 was triggered. Kapani for 900,000. Kovacevic for 50,000. Right. And then that was it. Get close to signing Kolar, the Brazilian. Was Kolar the guy that went to United? Was Kolar the guy that went to United? I think Indrich Kolar. Is that his name? Was that the we've got, hold on, transfer history, and he is, this is the end. They said Miran Badzim, never mind. So Kolar was the striker, I think. We have not signed the striker. He went to Villarreal, but that's our transfer situation right now. We started the season with a massive home loss to Reinsdorf Altash, really set the tone. Did not play particularly well in that game and lost it 2-1. So Tailistic, thank you for the 7 months. And White, thank you for the year. Oh, shoot. That's 12 months. Just started FM. Any tips for scoring moat? Okay, so there's a couple of ways to get across moats in medieval combat. Right now, what you could do is fill it with dirt. There's another strategy where you tunnel underneath the moat. I mean, that requires you to go pretty far down, right? But sapping, you tunnel underneath the moat, and then you're able to actually bring the wall down, and then the water floods into the castle. The dirt, is more dangerous on the surface. The tunneling's more dangerous. The longer you build the tunnel, the more chance you have of, one, being discovered, two, the tunnel collapsing because you don't really understand engineering. Like, both of those things are a real present danger. But the Ottomans tried to sap Constantinople like crazy, dude. You wanted to dive into some Ottoman sieges. The Ottomans tried to sap Constantinople. Do you know who the Byzantine Empire hired to catch the sappers in Constantinople? A Scottish dude. Straight up. The Byzantines I'm not making this up. The Byzantines hired a Scottish dude. I can't remember his name, but I guarantee you he's on the Siege of Constantinople Wikipedia. There's no way he's not. Super interesting dude. He's probably not. Byzantine dispositions and tactics. Where's Note 6? An engineer named Johannes Grant. Oh, no, he was Scottish. Okay. Ha ha ha. He had countermines, Doug.
The lack of Zimbabwe players in depression, pensive face.
Contemporary Greek and Latin accounts for him as being German, although Runciman suggests he may have actually been a Scot named John Grant. Dude, literally just, they brought him on down. He dug countermines, caught the sappers. Worst thing ever.
20% of my couch.
He'd catch this. He'd catch the sappers, and then you just throw a little fire in the tunnel. Really bad way to go. Just toss a little fire in the tunnel. But this is where we are. As a club. We have officially kicked off the new season, but the real draw today and the real thing that we're interested in is we don't really need to sell anybody else, but now we have a boatload of money. We have ironed out our contracts, which is very important. Right, we've got 2 huge contract offers out with Bojan Brodnjak and Mate Balas. And once those contracts are accepted, actually, we can start looking now. We don't even have to hit continue. We can start looking now.
Ugly that when One Direction saw you, they went other direction.
That sounds like one of those stupid old Yo Mama jokes. Like, Yo Mama's so ugly. And when One Direction saw her, they went other direction. Ooh, and you're like 4th grade, and you're like, ooh. I remember those. I don't know how many Yo Mama jokes I remember, honestly. I know. I like Yo Mama. Yo Mama jokes is a great period of elementary school. Yo Mama's so fat. If she was wearing yellow, people would think she was a taxi. Like me right now. Oh. Anyways, Hansa, thank you for the 15 months. Smooth Operator, thank you for the 8 months. Less 20% of my couch. Ouch. That was great. I'm gonna give that an A-. Maybe just because we're starved for good jokes, Smooth, but I'm gonna give that an A-. Lord Pastora, the lack of Zimbabwe players is depression. I'm very sorry to hear that. We're doing our best. Matthias, thank you so much for the Prime. Welcome, young Tobias. I appreciate the 13 months. Name of a staff member for Goose Yourself. I told you I'd be back. I know you gave my job away. Give me the head recruitment or some other head. You would like to be... I mean, we have the head of the physiotherapy staff, right? Head of youth development's already Ollie W. Head performance analyst, obviously that guy Waldo. Chief scout is Imbesh. And there is no head of recruitment analyst. The only head of a department left is the head physio, Gabrielle Mayer. So Goose Yourself, you are officially the head of the physiotherapy staff. Could you please return Owen Vanderhorst to me as quickly as possible?
On pay-per-view.
40. Wardy, 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 wardy. Wardy, 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 wardy. Thank you for the 5. But Goose Yourself, you are officially the head of physiotherapy. Right, we will say hi to YouTube in a second. First, Sontailzik. Thank you so much for the 7 months in the Twitch Prime. Wanted to make sure I said that right. Okay, you guys ready? You warm up your vocal cords? You warmed up your vocal cords? Oh, say, can you YouTube by the dawn's early YouTube what so proudly we YouTube? Okay, you get the idea. Hello, YouTube. Welcome to the stream. How you doing, YouTubers? You feeling good today? Because we're gonna splash the cash today, dude. I'm telling you, we're gonna splash cash everywhere. Remind me of your different shortlist categories. I mean, you can do whatever the heck you want. Basically, you need end of contract, loans, your maybes, where you're just gonna dump everybody that you could sign at some point, and your targets, the people that you want right now. I also add in like a futures to stash young players that could develop into players I want to sign to separate them from the maybes, but you do whatever you want. Right, Klaus, thank you for the 5.
Have you heard of Murphy's Law? Okay, but have you heard of Cole's Law? It's thinly sliced cabbage.
I'm gonna go with a B- on that one. So do we want Eric Bayakala, right? We know he doesn't have great potential, but at the same time, this dude is the bee's knees. Like, let's compare him to Owen Vanderhorst, and we've loved this guy forever. For all of eternity, I've loved this man. He's basically Owen Vanderhorst with speed. He's basically Owen Vanderhorst with speed and teamwork. Which is nice. Fenton, thank you so much for the 10 gifted subs. Cryptic Future, thank you for the 2. Velvet Mamba, thanks for the 2. Thanks for spending $10 Jeff Bezos money just like that. But my goodness, Fenton, Gary, lose it. Lose it, Gary. And he's got dribbling. Right, Bayakala can push the ball up the field as well. I just love Eric Bayakala. I have loved Eric Bayakala as long as I've known what love is. Look, okay, we need to consider our different options. All right? We need to consider our different options. One is Eric Bayakala. Okay. One option's Eric Bayakala. Of course, another one, there's Aldrich Kolar. He's 21, right? He's $10 million. He's very expensive. I think I'd take Bayakala, right? Over Aldrich Kolar. Czech international. Then there's Orel Cooper, who looks like he's going to be really good. 21-year-old Israeli playing for Midtjylland. Definitely wants a ton of wage. Definitely probably worth it. Okay. And then there is the Croatian, Gabby Halilevich. Excellent facilitator, professional, brilliant off-ball player. If we developed his finishing, might be able to turn into a forward. I'd never do that because he's not athletic enough. Either-footed, which makes him positively insane. Gabby Halilevich. 18 years old, just turned 18 2 months ago. All right, so he's got 10 months left of being 18, adapting, developing, becoming a bigger, better man. And then, of course, there's the Dreamboat. Now, we also can't sign this guy because he doesn't want to join us. But he also turned 18 a month ago, is the youngest of the 4 or 5 players we just looked at. Is objectively going to be one of the best players in the world, and we can't afford him. Now, I want you to understand the pain that it causes me to have found someone like this when he is affordably priced at $22 million and not be able to buy him. For 2 reasons. He's not interested. We don't have $22 million. We only have $15.5 million. And we already tried to negotiate a deal for less than that. Matt. Hey, Matt just got an anonymous gifted sub. I know the sign this player's coming in. I see you. Gower, thank you so much for the Prime. Thanks for spending $5 Jeff Bezos money. Indigo with the 6 months. I appreciate that, dude. Just get more money. I mean, we didn't think of that. So I do appreciate it. Any way to convince someone who has no interest in joining? No, but it's always worth putting the offer in because this is based off your most recent scouting report and it's not always accurate. Granted, our most recent scouting report was about 2 weeks ago because we were hoping it would change and it actually went the other... Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. For those that don't know who Gabriel Slanina is, he is widely considered to be the next great American keeper. But now apparently Poland is trying to recruit him. So this kid is like all of 17 years old, born in May of 2004, right? And he already he's already playing regularly for the Chicago Fire. So he's already a regular MLS keeper. Look, last year played 11 matches. He's already played 7 matches this year in a young season, right? 88% save percentage, 5 clean sheets in 7 matches. Dude's a beast, right? And he's 17 years old. Some debates about getting him called up to the national team, but apparently Poland is recruiting him. I didn't even know he was Polish, dude. Dude! My man's is from Chicago and he's Poland, apparently. Okay. I want any, give me a news story here. I don't like it. I don't like it. Don't do it to me. Don't do it. We need this one. It's gonna sound stupid, but like, how Polish is he? He's of Polish descent. I'm of Scottish descent. I'd never played for the Scotland national team. It doesn't. No. I'm just surprised. I literally didn't know he was Polish. I had no idea. All of a sudden, the Polish national team coach is in a Chicago Fire game with a Slonina jersey. Just like handed it to him. Okay, is this a reporter? Brit covering the MLS. Okay, this is a reporter. Poland already has a number of top goalkeepers playing in Serie A and some promising prospects. It made more sense for Slanina to choose the national team for his career and his heart. So he's born and raised in Illinois and has been heavily involved in the U.S. as far back as the U15 level. See, I didn't know. Okay. Okay, good. This is a quote from Slanina. Okay. Gabby Slanina, and if he will receive a call up for the Poland national team. If I had been called up by Poland, then of course I would have. Oh, yeah. If I had been called up by Poland, of course I would have accepted it, but I'm young and I don't want to make any binding decisions, so I don't want to limit myself only to the USA team, okay? I would love to see how things look like in Poland, but so far the Polish national team hasn't contacted me. So apparently, in the last week, they've contacted him. For now, I'm waiting for things to develop and hope someone will get in touch with my agent or me soon. Of course, I watched Poland beat Sweden. I'm happy they won. I mean, we're in the World Cup too, dude. Paid a lot of attention to Szczesny. Played a great game, and I looked with admiration at what he was doing in goal. Watch a lot of Szczesny's games for Juventus. He's one of the best keepers in the world, and I try to be like him, but I also like watching other Polish keepers like Dragowski. This dude's in. Dude's in on the Polish national team. I had no idea. I feel that. Sorry, that U.S. national team news just really surprised me. One of our 17-year-old wonder kid goalkeeper all of a sudden is like a Polish international. Sounds like a lot of marketing speak. I know. But he's probably just trying to leverage, at the very least, getting called into the U.S. national team faster. I don't think we've lost him, but they're going to call him up in June. We should also call him up. We have Nations League stuff too, but obviously their Nations League stuff is cooler than our Nations League stuff. Don't worry, you got Stefan. Oh, look, Stefan's good. I just think Slanina's going to end up being better. But it's not like Slanina's going to start for either national team. Both of us have established starting goalkeepers. Yeah, we've already called him into senior camp. He was part of the World Cup qualifying camp in January, I think. Anyways, obviously he hasn't made a decision yet. I went from thinking Gabby Slanina was literally just an American goalkeeper who was starting at 16 for Chicago Fire. So you just kind of like stash that in the back of your mind and you go, oh, cool. He's totally just going to be the goalkeeper someday. So now all of a sudden it's like Poland. Very random. I feel like if it was a nation that needed a goal, Poland doesn't need it. Like he's not going to play for them either. How do you know when a player is good? Well, the good thing to do is to highlight the role that you want them to play on the map over here and see if the attributes that are highlighted are good. It helps narrow down your eye if they're not used to looking at Football Manager attributes. I guess that's the USA's problem. Most players will have dual nationality, so you gotta hope the second nation is worse. I mean, not really. Because most of those guys will be like Pulisic's grandfather, like one of his grandparents is from Croatia, which is actually how he was able to get to Europe before he was 18. Because if he was just, it's why Sargent had to wait until he was 18. McKennie, Adams, all these guys had to wait until they turned 18 to move to Europe, and Pulisic got to go when he was 16 because he got a passport through his Croatian grandfather. It's interesting, in case you never thought about it. And then there's Sekovic, Mr. 20 Determinations, like the last guy that we would consider going after. Wage demands are quite high. I think Gabby Halilevich is attractive because his wage demands are lower, but the price tag is woo! The price tag is steep. It is very steep for Gabby Halilevich. Oh, wait, hold on. Very important news, by the way. Something we need to do. Something that you've been longing for a long time. You just didn't know it yet. You've been longing for forever. Give me the all players and player search, please. Turn to 26,000. Yes, thank you very much. We may or may not have the opportunity to finally get some Nugans going, baby. Let's go. Let's get our faces on. Well, you know, look, Walt, for a second, I was surprised that I'm gonna wrap up the Slanina conversation. For a second, I was surprised and kind of like, dang it, you know, as a fan, I am always on the side of you play for whichever national team you want to play for. And I'm certainly not going to be a person that's like, oh my God, Gabby Slanina doesn't want to play for the United States anymore. Unbelievable. Like, you play for whatever national team you want to represent, whatever like nation you want to hitch your wagon to, for whatever reason that you want, whether it's playing time, whether that's where you feel more at home, whether you identify with it more, whether you like the players on the team more. Like, I'm pretty sure that was Serginho Dest's reason for picking the US. I don't know, but it's a personal decision. I'm not a professional player, so I don't get to make it. So I'll never go after somebody for making that decision. I just want to make that clear. I was just surprised. I didn't know he had Polish nationality. Totally was just like, oh, dang it, we might actually lose him. That's not good, right? Okie dokie. I'm gonna do a Control A. I feel like Control A is just better for this. Okay, we've got every player highlighted, every nude game in the world. Let's do a little print, little text file. What's up? Little 2027 July Dwarfing. 2027 July-ish. Save. All right. New Gan me. I already moved my profile, so we've got our profile up the Dorvers. We're just going to go a little preserve, and we got to find a new RTF. Right, don't I have to up the Dorfers, and then all of a sudden this is open? And then we find Dorfing 2027 July-ish. Let me just make sure. Things have been a little weird with exporting stuff recently. Let me just make sure that at least it was with the stats. This should be fine. For our simulation team, we discovered some sort of issue with this. This is about to be a significant page. Just leave me. Oh my God! Stupid company! Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I'm really, you have a mic, so okay. I'm super excited. I accept your ridiculous terms and conditions. Yeah, see, that's not right. That's definitely not right. Give me like a notepad or something. Thank you. This is the freaking... I could have seen that from the literal file size, dude. Don't scroll after Control A. Okay. Is that the fix to it? Literally just Control A and don't scroll. Try it again. Is there some issue with like the exporting in Control P? It's literally just a glitch where for the stats we had to like scroll the entire yeah, it worked. All right, it worked now. You have to not scroll. I'm literally going to update that on the video right now. Hugely important information, everybody. Do not scroll. Do not scroll. Create a... Shut up, me. Alrighty. Save. Now people will be able to do that. So let's go to what we were doing before. Open up New Gan. People will be able to do it right if they just read that thing. So I suppose I didn't need to do that. I do preserve and then allow duplicates. That'll preserve all the faces we have before. And then we're good. Okay. Go. The image directory doesn't exist. Well, that's your opinion, man. Oh, it's because we moved it to a new computer, so it's like, can you find it again for me, even though it's pretty much in the same spot there, boss. Pretty much in the same spot, dude. Just had to add. Oh, the user is different. That was the reason it works, because the user is different. Ah, whatever. Onward, preserve, duplicate. Back in the mainframe. Cool. Do. You guys ready to see some new faces? Danny Dang. Well, it obviously worked, so. Okay, great. What did you do, Zealand? Oh my god, I gotta clear the cache. Oh my god, it's the simplest stupid. Oh my god. Did the hard stuff though, so. Yeah, it worked, chat. Like I said, totally worked. You guys ready to see some faces? Ready to see some faces? All right, Marcus Arling. Mom, I want to go home. Mom. Come on, man. You made the tutorial video, Zealand, and you didn't untick the freaking Florence store for players. Everybody else is a freaking face. Zealand. Forgot my own players. Right. Okay. Here we go. So ready to see some faces, baby. So ready. So ready. Everybody, every new gan in the game has a new face, except for my guys. And that's what matters. We just needed a practice run. That's really what we needed. We're fine. We're totally fine. I'm fine. Conboy, thank you so much for the 2 months, part of the Hammers. Thank you. Any coach roles left for Michter? Sorry, I didn't see that until now. We've been messing with a few things. But yes, there are coaching roles left. What coach do you want? Give me like a tier. Do you want goalkeeping? Do you want fitness, right? Do you want to be a youth team head coach? What are you feeling? That thing Tom is working on is ready. I DM'd it to you for later. All right, we'll see if we need it. I scrolled. I'm an idiot. Oh no. I scrolled. Biggest brain in the West. Never scroll. All right, we're making sure. Floridsdorfer players are not excluded. Control A. Got it. Text file. Easy money. All right, text file is large. Yes, it is. Hopefully slightly larger. Reserve, allow duplicates. Replace image directory does. Okay. It has the exact same file name. I really feel like you should be able to figure this out. The image directory. I want to go home. Yes! Marcus Arling is here! Finally! We have resurrected Marcus Arling! That's our wonderkid attacking midfielder. What about Manuel Oberschmied? That's a center back if I've ever seen him. Manuel Oberschmied. His eyes were a little crooked, but then again, whose aren't? You know what I'm saying? Ulrich Torbjornsson. Good. Good brow line, Ulrich. Good brow line. Got it on the first try. Because I invented this. Got it on the first time. Max Rayfield, let's go! Max! I did not know that was his skin color preset, but it makes sense now because it was his skin color preset. The regen faces are just full suspect. Alfredo Malblanche. Nice. There's our Cuban guy, Alfredo. He's got that Sadio Mane forehead going on. All right, Tarjei Sjogren Jakobsen. Kind of exactly what he looked like in the regen picture. Tarjei Sjogren Jakobsen is kind of exactly what I expected him to look like. Hector Helman Zapata. Beefier than I expected. Beefy guy. I guess he's like compact. You know, he's a compact dude. Alex Nazareno. Yeah, it's kind of exactly what I thought Alex Nazareno looked like too. Our springy Ecuadorian center back, Alex Nazareno. And then Danny Ding, the Aussie. Yep, little Danny Ding. 5'7", 138-pound Danny Ding, but he's got magic in those boots, Danny Ding. Anybody else that needed a face? Klaus Lauritsen already had one. That's Klaus. Tim Blake needed a face. Okay, Tim Blake is a tank. America. And then Brian Raffanello. Looks like he's straight out of New Jersey. Where is he from? He's from Spring Lake, New Jersey, chat. So that's exactly where he's from. Straight out of New Jersey. Of course. Brian Raffanello. Straight out of New Jersey. All right. Jersey Shores, Brian Raffanello. Perfect. I have 6 versions of that guy at Elon's. Fair enough. Yeah, Brian. Thanks, Brian. Hey, what's up? It's Brian Raffanello. Just dropping by. Well, those are all the new faces. So welcome those guys to the game. Big fan. I feel like he is exactly what I expected him to look like. He's exactly what I expected him to look like. And probably Oberschmidt. Nazareno. All right. Good work, everybody. First try. New Jersey's easy to guess. I mean, you can just pick New Jersey out of a lineup, right? That guy definitely looks like he says he lives in New York City, but lives in, like, you know, Jersey City. Yeah. Now the Nugan face pack. Still good, chat. So we're back to doing what we were doing before Gabby, Slanina, and Nugan all, like, came up on us, but... Could Owen Vanderhorst get Austrian nationality soon? I think he's 2 years away. Unlikely that he will make it. Yeah, he's about 500 days away. 522, so. He also is already Dutch. If the Dutch national team wanted to call him, I'm sure that he'd be down. All right, back to scouting. Back to what we were looking at these players that we might sign. Right, we've got plenty of money, and you know what I want to explore is, like, what combinations of players could we sign? Like, could we get Bayakala and Halilevich? Why would we want to do that? Good question. But like Rdf Cooper. I know we're waiting for Rdf Cooper. Let's wait 5 days for Rdf Cooper. Because that dude looks like he might actually be the best one here. This is the Israeli attacking midfielder, so let's just wait until a second. And because Rdf Cooper, if we go for him, that could already take away certain opportunities to sign other guys that we might want to take. Do we have a goalkeeper? Yes, we have two. Mateus Danelli is our starting keeper, 25-year-old from the Brazilian league. He is good. By the Brazilian, we can't. We really cannot. Swedish Lambert's like, yes, Aurel is the guy, says Swedish Lambert. That's what we're going for. Now, can we figure out what Michter wants from a coaching role? How did you fix it? I have the same problem. Well, I don't know what problem. I don't know what problem you're talking about. The biggest discovery for us is that you cannot scroll. You mustn't scroll. After you highlight everybody, you must not scroll. Coach responsible for attacking, technical, or tactical. Got it. Thank you, Ayal, for making sure I saw it. Instead of saying you can't, just do it. I can't get the faces in my game, and it worked before. Well, there are a lot of things that can cause that, but go to preferences and make sure your caching is off. It should look like that. Here, like in your preferences interface down to skin, and then reload skin, and then you just click that reload skin there. That was the latest mistake that I had made. But also there is the whole issue with after you control A everything, do not scroll. You must just export it. Take that guy off the targets. Alessio Lilio, absolutely not. Anquan Forsen. And Luis Semedo is on the move to Dinamo Dresden with Nicholas Lima, so that'll be fun. Arling, God, stay fit. Marcus! So coach in charge of attacking, technical or tactical, if they're still free to be redeemed. They are. We had a pretty significant turnover in our coaching staff, and a good number of them have not been redeemed yet. And if... Okay, so the coach... in charge of attacking, technical, or tactical would be Dominic Dobrish is the one that's not been taken yet. So it is all you. Michter, you are now the head coach of technical attacking training. Owen Vanderhorst loves you. Owen Vanderhorst absolutely loves you. And look, everybody's got faces. God, it just looks so much better, doesn't it? It's amazing what you're missing when you don't have the new GAN face pack in the game. It seriously is. Now everybody's got faces. Look at that! Roberto D. I wish I could grow a mustache. I can, but can I? The latest issue is that some people don't get the 3-letter codes in the view you need to export from. Well, why is that happening? Is it a resolution thing? Oh, that'd be so annoying if it was a resolution thing. And we have to tell people to, like, change their resolution. You do Control P? Yeah, so if your keyboard or anything isn't in English, I had to work on this. I'm friends with a rapper named Young Bane, and he had me FaceTime him to figure it out, and his keyboard was in French, and that was a whole, like... Oh, oops, sorry. That was a whole problem. Joel Mallon says, a second child. I think I will call this one Ansi, a religious name for believers in the FM gods. I love it. Up the ODFC, I mean Dorfers. Nailed it. Do, 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 do. Yes, the French keyboard, obviously, the shortcut was different. I don't really remember what happened. Yo, Man City, shut up, City. They're in for Shrekovich. I wish I had money to just buy all these guys because I know they're all going to be great, but I don't. And Man City just dropped 7.5 million to trigger Shrekovich's release. Yes, Young Bane, incredibly nice guy. I FaceTimed him and it took a whole while. We had to get his roommate who, like, could figure out the keyboard to do the shortcut for the Control A, because that's what you have to do. Bristol City's Nigel Glenn. Well, at least Northern Ireland's got somebody. That's not good. That's also not good. Pontus Unfist. Thomas. Oh, Jacques Romain Ambrose. Hello. See, I want to wait for this other guy. I could get Halilevich, and I think we all know that we should sign Halilevich because that potential is off the charts. We all know we should sign Halilevich. But if they sign Halilevich, it's the official admission I'm not going to sign the Brazilian.
Hello, Zealand.
Hi, how you doing?
Can you show us your scout assignments? Keep dwarfing.
I did, I believe, in the final video, just as like a reference. I think I did in the final video of the scouting test. But it's just national stuff. Places where people speak the language. Looking at a couple different countries at a time. 3 or 4 countries, you know. Knowledge is on fleek there for Pale Ginger. The Uruguayan also has a full understanding of Peru and Colombia now. Just looking around, looking for ballers, for players, for people who can get the job done. High adaptability people going to different countries. Now, Luca. Sorry, Luca. Didn't mean to pitch in the name there, but also speaks a lot of different languages. Right. Basic Arabic, Chinese, and French. Trying to get around. That's basically, I mean, it's all the same stuff that I'm talking about in the video. It's just that scouting. Are you signing the South American center back, Bassan, the Argentinian? No, he is moving to Europe for $12.5 million, and we, quite honestly, don't need him. So, he's on the move. I know I don't have the money for the Brazilian. I'm holding out hope because I like, we would need to sell somebody for like $18-19 million, which is not something we do every day, especially with contracts out. Boyan Bronyak's already taken his deal, and we're just waiting on Mate Balas to sign on to his new contract as part of the team, in which case his release clause is set at like $18.5 million. Zapata, Sjorgen Jakobsen, and Christian Kuba and Marcus Arling are the only players with that amount of money in their like potential range of sale. So it's not like we got a lot of moves. Ivan Guzman to SV Horn, perhaps. Finally, some interest for Yvonne. Making any progress on being able to see what he can do? No? Cool. Love that. Transfer offer? Oh, it's for Guzman. Squad player? Yeah. It's better than sitting around here and nobody else has been interested in him for a year. And they'll take his whole wage and give him an opportunity to fight for a first team place. I'll take that. Play a few matches. Can we do some clauses and stuff for the Brazilian? No. We tried. But no. I mean, it's a 22 million release clause, and if they could, they'd charge a lot more for him. That's when you know you can't, you can't make the move. 22 million on the world-class Brazilian. I did just sell a player for 14 to 15 million dollars, and that is just to have the opportunity to get the Brazilian. I know the Brazilian has no interest in joining, but you never know until you get the offer down.
That man stole 15 months of my life with brilliant content.
I did get the Goose Yourself one. I'm sorry, Punchy. Sorry. Siad El Shewi. It's honestly good for the national team that he's moving, though. The only person that believes the defensive training unit is not getting enough attention is Sjorgen Jakobsen. Everybody else is freaking fine. Sestak. Deal is done. Mate Balas staying around. With a release clause of 24. I forgot. He upped the release clause. It's 24 million to foreign clubs, which is honestly a deal we would take to build up the club. Very happy with the contract. Like, by and large, very happy with the contract. Balas is settled. Our top scorer from last season. 19-year-old stud. Settled in. Julian Hurtado. Didn't I mess up the, negotiation trying to get this guy in? All I wanted to do was sign this guy because he's free, loan him and then turn him into some money. That was all I was thinking.
Started a fresh save 1 month ago with Kelty Hearts.
I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do that yet.
Being in full control with everything scouting, training. Amazed with how fun it is. Cheers for the inspiration to take the plunge Z. Up the dwarfs.
Clap it up for Ian. That's a very difficult plunge if you remember the first time you dove in and decided to take control of everything. Ian has stepped in there, taken on the challenge. Made it count. I would assume. It's at least not going horribly because the save is still continuing. Shout out to Ian. Well done. Thank you for the 3 months. Do. See, Xiaoming. Interesting. Okay. Very interesting. Kanya Fujimoto. I think I actually know who that guy is. Probably. He is good, Zealand, and you do play this game a lot. Would kind of make sense, right? Kind of check out. Fran Hardy has made a discovery. 21-year-old center back, Miodrag Djurdjevic. Tell you what, I'm gonna throw a little priority on that because we might want a center back with a little more experience this season. And he's somebody that has that. Emil Brown, yeah, we're aware of Emil Brown. And guess what? Miran Badzim's on the loan list. All these wonderfully talented players that we weren't able to sign, all on the loan list. Suluaga will actually put him on our loan short list. Cool. This is for Austrian national team here. See you later. We outcha. And away to Lofnitz, trying to pick up our first freaking win of the year while we wait for our report on Oral. Where is he? Oral Cooper. We have made no progress. Go team! Danny Ding, how you doing? What's up? Still love you, Danny. Still love you, man. It's amazing. So stack, cool. Nobody training well. Love it. Max Rayfield, what are you doing? Hector Helman Zapata, what are you doing? My boy Danny Ding's got a face now? He does. Danny Ding does have a face now. Shakamo Miri is no longer... He shouldn't be on the targets. He should just be on the futures list. One player available for the U18s because of injuries. Quentin, oh, well, singular injury. The only other one would be Mahomey. Not, Arling. Marcus Arling is his name. Who's emailing me? Who dare email me on my daughter's wedding day? Send that away. Nothing important. I think it was a Grubhub food thing. 2 ads just clicking into the stream. Dude, that's been happening for a while. Twitch runs pre-roll ads. We have no, like, decision process in that. Usually, like, the pre-roll ads just kind of stink. And Twitch doesn't automatically sell ads. They manually sell ads, which means there's only, like, a couple of ads that'll run before, like, everybody's stream. So it's always the same commercials, and you get hit with those ads. You're like, oh, okay, sick. Good thing I didn't plan on watching a stream right now, but nothing I can do about that. Marika Ali. It's just not it. It's just not it, boss. So Vanderhorst not available because of the sprained ankle ligaments. Simcoe test not required, but not fully ready. Nazareno, Danny Ding. Ding's recovering from a literal bruised foot, so I really think he's going to be able to get over that and play for us today. Just my thinking. Okay. Let's get rid of the unavailables, and let's lock in on who we have that can play. Mateus Tonelli in goal. We do have Brodniak and Lauritsen. And the left back, Igor. Yeah, I'm going to drop Shoten because I feel like we need a more defensive responsibility, and Martin Simcoe can provide that. Just a better defensive player. Want to get him on the field. Sjogren Jakobsen is so dangerous and so high potential that we also want to have him out there. Azareno, Shoten, Sean Rogel, Brody, Nira, Baran, Pablo Rodriguez. Sanimadu. Of course, we have Ulrich Torbjornsson. Yeah, Klaus Lauritsen actually gave us a pretty good game last time, but it is Nazareno's turn as we rotate who pairs up with Bojan Brodniak on this back line. Do we want to go with the much higher line of engagement? We do. We want to meet these guys further up the field. We don't want to elevate the back line, though. They have pace. Even if Michael John Lema has literally nothing else, he can run rather quickly. Okay. Do you distribute? No. Fuchs, do you distribute? No. Rene Renner. No, I mean, this team is very bad, and we should dominate them. So I'm expecting as much today. Brodniak should be the target. And then defensively, we do have 2 short dudes. Short Kings unite. Danny Ding, back post. Torje Sjogren Jakobsen, front post. And that's it.
Woohoo.
Let's do it. Woohoo! Sir Scream, thank you for the wow, 24 months. Sir Scream.
Time really do fly.
Wow. Holy smokes, dude. Congrats on the Diamond Bacon. I have a question. Does announcing your retirement make the player play worse? Because that's happened on my save for some reason. Everyone performed a lot worse and we lost the title. Like you announcing your retirement? Or the player? Andy Candy, thank you for the woohoo in the 3 months. Boyan Brodniak takes the armband, as we would expect. As we would hope. Me, Simcoe, and Nazareno. Let's go. Relax, play your natural game. That's helped our team. You were going to resign at the end of the season? Yeah, I imagine that might affect the dynamics. But in terms of being the only thing that leads to a season collapse, it's possible, but unlikely. It's probably that, and then it was compounded by 1 or 2 other things. But I can imagine you announcing your intention to resign would definitely impact your team. Oh, send him off. Oh, send him off.
Ref!
I mean, are we playing tackle football here? Woo! We have to take Lofneitz out to the cleaners today. There's no excuse with our talent level for not taking Lofneitz out. Thank you, Nazareno. Moose Sestak, great pocket of space. Paul. Danny. Ooh, good pass. Malblanche. Alfredo Malblanche. Simcoe. Oh, it was there. You saw the run. You saw Rusu cutting in front of the defender. It was going to be a tap-in if Simcoe could get enough separation to hit the target, but he couldn't. Nice. Well, it was well constructed. He just needs to use his burst to get by people instead of trying to pass through them. Oh, Sjogren Jakobsen. Oh, what is that? The keeper's out of position. There was like a third of the goal he could have hit with that shot and it would have gone in. Look at the XG. Alfredo absolutely scuffed it in the rain. No good. Ooh, I like the idea, though. Like the idea, Rusu. Okay. There we go. There we go. Oh. Always have to defend that when you're playing us. Pass wasn't great. Simcoe. That was a great pass. Wow. Doesn't paper over our lack of dominance, but that's a great pass, great touch, great finish.
Woo! Julien Brandt! Yeah!
Good to have him under contract, huh? Ooh, good. Good. Sjogren Jakobsen. Sjogren Jakobsen! That was interesting. Him and Danny Ding basically switched positions. I don't know if I want that. I don't know if I want that. Do lukewarm talk. You got like a stay wider on Sjogren Jakobsen so that he holds that outside position. And Danny Ding floats around inside of him. I don't want too much trading going on. Okay, first half. Happy we have the lead on the road. I want us to be more dominant than we are. David. Martin, you had a good pass earlier. Don't undo all of your good work. We're still fast. Nazareno's quick. We're there. Danny, you gave me 8 heart attacks, but we're okay. Apparently that was completely clean from Danny Ding. Please just pass it to our team. Thank you. Oh. Oblanche. Sestak. There we go. There we... What? It was well worked. It looked nice. Ooh, nice pass. Back to him again. What do you think I have low crosses turned on for? My health? Whip that ball in low. We're not winning headers on floated balls. There it is. Great pocket. Sub! Big Sestak off. Give me Manuel Nira. That's definitely us. Rusu? Oh, no, it's Nira. Oh, super sub! Manuel Nira! Great work from Blanche. Got it into the area. Wasn't where it needed to be. Interesting first touch. Draws the defense and then just picks out Paul Rusu for the goal. Easy does it. Best thing Mira has ever done. Quite possibly. That threat of transfers got him all scurred now. Mira. Oh, he's going after it again. No way we get to that, right? Oof. Oof. Could have maybe picked that off. Nice work by Nazareno. Blanche again, somehow. Oh, my goodness, he's in. 3-0! Come on! Sub! Give me Klaus Lauritsen, as please, and Igor Sjoden. Thank you. Don't want any red cards. Want those guys to get experience. Let's go! Blanche is the guy that's given us chances with these lofted balls. He's just a smart dude. He knows where to put the ball. Paul Rusu with a brace. We need to keep him healthy. I do agree with what you're saying. Nazareno's been really impressive today. 7.4. He's been timely. Playing like a second starter right now. Just saying. Oh, Lauritsen. Where are you going, Klaus? Where are we going? Come on, Nazareno. Easy money. Wrong team, though. Well, he's off, so. Thank you. Keep. Oh, look at Igor. We're just out hustling them. Give me another goal, please. Poor favor. Igor Sjoden. Oh, we're never going to score goals like that. Dunk, thank you for the tier 1. Breakout year for Rusu. Yeah, I mean, he missed a couple months last year with, you know, a massive, I think it was a torn hamstring or something. If we can just keep him fit this year, I think this could be his year. We're giving him the early run over Pablo Rodriguez. Oh, they got a little 3-on-2 action on the back post. How's that possible? Where's Blanche? Just hanging around, just vibing somewhere else. 'Cause that was just Shodan and Nazareno. Oh, I really love that post, don't they? They're not threatened by these moves, though, even though they've hit the post twice. Oh! Oh, get in. I'll take it. We really weren't as dominant as I would have liked, but considering we lost our home opener in the new stadium, getting a nice mental rebound away to Lofnitz, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Okay. The market for another player. We never stop looking for ways to improve the side. Igor Saric. I don't know who that is. 18-year-old at Wacker Innsbruck. We'll scout him. No interest at this stage. Somebody was in the crowd watching our team play, allegedly scouting somebody. The logo looks like the D's one.
21 months of fun. What
Shout out
did
to Cadiz
Tennessee?
for winning in
The same thing
the
as
Camp Nou.
Arkansas.
Wow, that joke was bitter. 21 months of fun. What did Tennessee? The same thing as Arkansas. Are we already out of the cup? That's mean. No, we're out of the first round, and we're into the second round. I'm going to go with a B. I'd give a solid rating to that dad joke. I'd go with a B. Feels like a B. How about you? You're into contract, fun, anything? No? Tomorrow, Aurel should be coming up on our scouting report. I do like my scouting setup on Twitter. It was very busy. Well, you were the guy that when you were at work, you wrote down all of your different scout. Absolutely, I do that. I used to do that stuff in class. Get Halilevich in by next game. Now, Vanderhorst actually should be back from his tweaked ankle ligaments by next game. Because I do feel like that's what we're missing in our midfield, is because we're having to start Sestak, and we don't quite have the second passer in the team that we normally do. Shortlisted players nearing the end of their contract. Valladares. I don't think any of these guys are actually good, but they might have good potential. So, joke's on you. Finishing Aurel Cooper. Well, how's his transfer interest dubious? We've discovered that his potential ability is not, I know he's 21, but you always love to know that there's a lot more room for them to improve, even if they get there and they're 23 or 24 years old. We need to wait on the Brazilian anyways, Copium. Yes, of course. There's Aurel. I think we go Halilevich. Having now seen Aurel, I think we go Halilevich. Because Aurel is good. And we could still sign Aurel and sign Halilevich. I honestly think we could still sign... Do you know what? Would it be worth it to wait on signing Halilevich? I know that's dangerous. I know that is incredibly dangerous, right? Because at any moment, somebody could find Halilevich and have finished their scouting report on him and go, we're going to try and sign Halilevich today. And then all of a sudden we're screwed. Some big club that we can't hang with wage-wise for now. But if we waited until the group stage was drawn for the Champions League and then we wanted to see if the Brazilian was interested. Right? And then so we get the group stage drawn. We ask for more money at that point because we'll have like 50 million in the bank at that point. What do you guys think of this plan? Do you think it could work? Do you think it'd be worth it? Obviously, the downside's pretty steep. But Gabby Halilevich gets found by another team. And we lose out on Gabby Halilevich. But the upside is obviously we end up getting a player who is absolutely one of the best wonder kids in the world. The draw is not particularly close to deadline day. Should be like a week or two. Should be in like a week or two. I had Malik on some sort of list. Just don't need it anymore. Standout performer on my scouting duties from Richard Kitzenbickler, Nasser Giga. Okay, cool. Trying to save our time on these different scouting reports. Roning is on, actually, Dynamo Dresden. Interesting. Always check to be safe. Yeah, so Champions League is in the third qualifying round, then it has the playoffs. So we are 2 weeks away from the draw for the Champions League group stage. So we'll be waiting for about August 14th, roughly. So they play on the 4th and the 11th. So it'd be August like 18th or 19th that the draw would happen, and then we would be in the Champions League group stage, and we would be looking at our target list like, hello, you know, hello, Shao Lucas, how are you doing, you unbelievably talented 18-year-old? I mean, he is ridiculous. Somebody's gonna sign him very soon. Shrekskevitz is already on the move to Man City. Somebody found him, the 20-year-old at Red Star. But Shao Lucas, even though he's 18, like, come on, he's... How is nobody interested in him? That's kind of amazing to me. There's just no interest in Shao Lucas. The idea being that we would be able to get more... can I raise my retention yet? Nope. Makes me sad. I can't raise my retention. See, because I'm a little worried that we're still not considered a Champions League group stage club. Because our Champions League goal is to reach the third qualifying round, and we're not in the third qualifying round because we're already in the group stage. So, like, as you can see by the third qualifying round having been drawn and us, you know, not being in it in the Champions or League Path side, even though Salzburg is, they're playing against Feyenoord. Best of luck to them. So, like, we're going to meet our board expectation for the Champions League without having to play a single match. So broken, it's been like that for years. Mission accomplished. Just glad we could take care of it. I'm more worried about them wanting me to get to the semifinals of the cup, and we all know This next round is danger time. We're playing away to Grotzer from the second division. We're screwed. Okay. We're not going to get Lucas. Unless something crazy happens, right? We're not going to get Shao Lucas this year. Which stinks because he is just unbelievable. The thing about signing Lucas is that we would sign him and then immediately sell him for like a ton of money. All right. Hold on. Bayakala, is this a release clause? Yes. So 14.75 million. 14.6 million. Yeah, 14.75 million. So that's a release clause as well. It is. I can get Halilevich for this, though. We've already done that deal. Can I defer the payment of 4 million? Unacceptable. Okay, let me try the 3-6 approach because that's what we got last time. So we can save a little money up front, and then we go get Eric Bayakala too. Another player that we just love, Eric Bayakala. Could get Bayakala. Or we could just look at everybody that we have on this list and maybe... Let's see, if we spend 6 million on the other guy and then we want Uldrich Kolar and then we sell Nero or Sestak, we could actually sign Uldrich Kolar. But I don't think Uldrich Kolar is actually that good. He is really sound defensively, though, which is something we tend to overlook with our midfielders. Obviously. I thought Bazan, I thought he was under a transfer offer. He must have rejected the contract. That dude is hard to get out of Argentina. Hard to get out of Argentina. Joshy boy, Josh Richardson. Still waiting for him to turn 18 in March. You are definitely off the target list, Gaetan. Giuseppe Spano. I do like Giuseppe Spano. It's another good center back. We have so many good center backs, dude. In real life, the Dorfers aren't even top right now. I mean, look, Floridsdorfer in real life hasn't been in the top flight in forever. The fact that they're a point off the top of the table in the second division is pretty incredible. Numbastic, thank you for the 6 months.
Port Vale nearly there, third in the league with 3 games to go. Only lost 2 of our last 20.
That's supersonic. Cooking with the gas. Thank you for the 5. Dazza, thank you for the 21 and the joke, of course. And Dunk, thank you for the tier 1. Is mentoring worth it? Yeah. Then there's this guy, Vladimir Kamara, which we're just waiting for the report on the 16-year-old that looks to be a super stud. Amin Kamas, still like Amin Kamas. Kim Kyun Hyu, 1.4 million for Kim Kyun Hyu, but he is certainly good. 19-year-old from South Korea. Need to add Lavoya, take Lavoya Burton off this. Excuse me, sir. These are the targets that we would want to go after. We can also take a look at our futures list. Don't have reports on a few guys, so I need to grab that. But Dragos Vlad, didn't he move to... Yeah. Bundesliga. Sad. Yuri Bartek, a lot of Czechs that are good young, but not... They're not booming late. Elise Ben Sagir. It's a deep-lying playmaker of quality. Douglas, 21 years old, has the potential, not the ability right now. Usman Kamano. Looking for guys that translate to higher levels. Li Beijing, potentially. Do like a Giacomo Murray. Of course, Petter Abustas moved. Back to the targets. And they're a good, cheap defender somewhere now. I mean, we've got honestly, I don't know if we'd want to throw our money into the center back position. I feel like there's just no playing time there. We've got Nazareno, we have Brodniak, we have Klaus Lauritsen, and we have Torbjornsson. And Nazareno, Lauritsen, and Torbjornsson all have potential we have not identified yet. We do not know how high they could rise. Especially Torbjornsson looks like he could be a real stud. Nero wanted by 11 clubs. See if we can trigger one coming in for that price, and we'll see if we can trigger one coming in for this price on Sestak. We've got our offer down for Halilevich. We're looking at Halilevich. I think Halilevich actually fits as more of a roaming playmaker, but his defense isn't as good as Hector Helman Zapata. Have to work on Gabby Halilevich's ability to get forward. I wish it didn't take over a dozen scouts to get anything out of a recruitment team. It doesn't. You can, even if you've got like 2-3 scouts, have one on into contract in your league or nation. What about Arel Cooper? We're going to keep scouting Arel. I should prioritize the next scouting, so thank you for that. But Arel doesn't have the top of the line potential, unfortunately. Which, like, we knew, but it still hurts. I swear they just wait for you to make an offer. I swear they just wait for you to make an offer. They're just sitting there waiting. They're just waiting for you to put the offer down, and then you do it, and then, like, literally within 24 hours, they're there. I'm going to guess that this offer has been rejected, so we're just going to go ahead and trigger that release clause and go in with a hope and a chance. We're definitely going to... I mean, we might be able to pay him more money than Chelsea. We'll see where his values lie. He's very professional, so it won't be much of an issue. We'll be able to throw him, like, significant playing time. See what he's got. Appreciate absolutely no one thinking Manuel Nira is worth the amount of money that we are trying to get him out for. Only short one loan, though. Or 2 loans. Sunday Madu is drawing no interest. That hurts.
Happy 10 months, Zia. Thank you for introducing me to FM.
You got
Here's
it.
to many more months to come. P.S. Our baby is a month old. I need some more help at home.
Yeah, well, I mean, but then who's gonna manage the club? Right. Somebody's got to manage the club. Get rid of that. I love how he's like, hey, can you just strengthen the midfield? I'm like, I always think that's one of the stupidest things. It's like, well, Gabby, you know what position you happen to play? Gabrielle. Midfield.
My
Weird.
attempts to combine nitrous oxide with bouillon cubes have made me a laughing stock.
I'm going to take the deal that he proposes, no negotiating, and if he decides to join us, then he decides to join us. Prioritizing work over your child is fair. Cool. Big moment for Kevin Dawson. Gets his European move from Uruguay at 35. Tears his knee ligaments out for 3 months. We have one goalkeeper again. Nice. Kevin Dawson gets the big move to Europe. Rips his knee up. 3 months to get that 35-year-old fit and kicking again. Him and Christian Cuba down with the torn something. Unfortunate. Jeff Jones removed from futures. You've made your move. Joao Rego. It's decent. Super Dece. Before I forget, I do need to elevate Orel. I already do it. I'm just a genius. Apparently not. Apparently it is somewhere in the middle. Orel, please. Right to the top of the priorities list. Thank you very much. Everybody else is getting their scouting work done. Should be a few goalkeepers here. Osegovich. There, Michael Nunez. Just want to see what type of potential you guys have. That's it. Want to know whether to keep you around on a short list or let you go forever. It's a very simple question. Oh, apparently I did pass him. I was literally looking in the column with the nationality in it. How did I go by him? Whatever. Oh, it's Austrians. It's Austrio clock. So we're working on Gabriel Halilevich. We don't get him. We're looking at Bayakala or Aldrich Kolar. The scouting list is very full right now because we scouted a ton of young national team players. Finally, we got a U18s coach in. Carlin Carpenter's in for Sony, I believe. Yeah. Or Ikechukwu. It is David Ikechukwu, who is worse than Moreno Paisoni. Paisoni hanging on by a thread with that 16 analyzing data. And we'll dump Ikechukwu and bring in Carlin Carpenter as another member of our performance analysis team. And then I'm just going to go ahead and re-sign Moreno Paisoni because that is... Oh, I can't. Whatever. You're staying in a month-to-month contract. I don't care. I don't have to give you a new contract. You're staying month-to-month because nobody else wants you. It worked. Carlin Carpenter. Guy I actually know in real life, which is fun. He is in. 8 to 10 days. The pulled thigh for Alex Nazareno. Well, I guess Klaus Lauritsen's getting the start today. Cruzio, thank you for the 5 months. And the Charleston, thank you for the 10. This means a lot. Get this man a Fez? What did you say? What did you say? Giselle Balas? No, we gave him a new contract, actually. But so Mate is still here. My attempts to combine nitrous oxide with Boolean cubes has made me a laughing stock. Is that like the way I don't know what that does. I'm assuming it makes some sort of laughing gas. Lima's out. You still have the most yellow cards in the league. Well, we just try and... We have picked up a lot of cards. Gerardo Bustos has moved to Man City, and now all of a sudden he's rated even higher. I love how that works. Potential loanless, maybe. Sergin Fall, and the first guy, Vyacheslav Kuznetsov, we're working on. Castagna, we're working on it. There's the Italian goalkeeper, Alvis, and there's Murillo. I don't really like Murillo. Thank you for reminding me of this guy for no reason. Available for 11 million. Oh, let me go ahead and not ever do that. Ever. Luke Lasso's moving to the Nordic Bet Liga. I'm just happy his career's really kicking off. Bazan's on the move. River Plate want more time on the Bazan offer. Well, guess what? They always want more time on every offer. You could offer $1 million for that guy and they go like, we need to think about this one more, but we appreciate your thought. There's no chance we get Halilevich, right? I want you to depress my hopes as much as possible. There is no earthly chance. But there's kind of a chance, right? There's kind of a chance. Nitrous oxide is laughing gas. I'm not good at cooking. Very good at ordering food. Probably doesn't come as a surprise. Very gifted. You should see me on the apps. My agility on the apps, unparalleled. I cover so much ground on the apps, it's unbelievable. The potential ability based on your squad or league, the star ratings are all based on your squad. So it is all relative to your squad. Hey, Salzburg won. We need them to beat Feyenoord. We need them to get into the group stage so that our league looks as good as possible. And Austria has 2 teams in the Champions League group stage for the first time since ever because we failed to do it out of the playoffs 3 straight years. Maybe Salzburg can do it out of the playoffs. Come on, Salzburg. What's up, Poppy? Nice. Coleslaw. We had a joke about you earlier. Thank you for the 8 months. I can't ever decide what I want on apps. Keep it simple. If you're in the mood for something, you've got a restaurant that satisfies that mood, and you go straight to it. Keep it simple. App finger dexterity is high. Yeah, you know, not a lot of acceleration and pace, but the agility, the balance of the thumb, you know, look at that. Double jointed, popping it out right there. Boom. Really getting to work. Allows for extra mobility on the app. I can multiple apps at the same time. We've done that. We get really impressive with it. Big old double jointed thumb moves. Mikhail Sakura, no. Deniz Kalkin, yes. Emirdan Demirovic, yes. Scouting update, Kevin Quevedo. Okay. Oh, yeah, I'm like, it's a transfer window. We're getting a scouting update like every other day, which is fine. Kevin Quevedo is a no from me. Kostas Staflidis, just agents contacting me. I mean, Staflidis is actually an end of contract target then. Zika. Also an end of contract target. Johan Madrid is here. I observed Tobias Tremmel. Apparently is a viable target. A lack of depth in central midfield. Even looking at my team, Scott? Scott Candage. Are you looking at my team? I mean, the guy's like a decent prospect. I'll go ahead and take a look at him, but a lack of depth in central midfield. Seiko, welcome to the stream. Quick question, how many countries do you send your scouts? Big hugs. Let's see, I've got 12 scouts. Each is working 3 or 4 countries. let's say they average 3 countries, then we have about 36 different nations that are currently being scouted, which is solid. Oh, I can actually outmuscle them. I'm going in now. I'm going in now. I can outmuscle them. It's your Gardens and another team in Scandinavia. I'm pretty sure I can take those guys. I'm going in! Training unit's not getting enough attention. Will you just chill, okay? On the calendar next week, I'm going to go ahead and add 1 more defending just for you. All right. We're going to take out the overall here. And we're going to put in a second defending called defending engaged. We should tweak this anyways. The defending disengaged here. There we go. Just for Sirgren Jakobsen. So, Bodo Glimt, Djurgårdens, and myself. Bodo Glimt is where polar bears live, you idiots! This dude never wants to leave Sweden. That's in Norway. Doesn't even matter.
What concerns me is one day I'll wind up an old man, and he'll attack me.
Just don't wind him up in the first place, really. Unreal. Unreal that he has more interest in Djurgårdens and Bodo Glimt. I mean, we are a 3.5-star club. We've been in Europe for 4 straight years. We just won the league. The 10th best league in Europe. At the moment we won it, it was the 8th. We moved down 2 for whatever reason. This guy's always had like a weird attitude when it comes to these transfers. We've known that. He's always had really high requirements for wages and those sorts of things. He clearly has a very bizarre attitude towards this stuff. Towards where he wants to be, towards what he is as a player. Okay, at least we have a deal on the table that apparently he is unlikely to take. Apparently he is unlikely to take the deal. I'm in Bodo Glimt right now. Look, I loved watching you guys blow out Roma, but in this save, we're a bigger and better club than going to Bodo Glimt or Djurgårdens. And that's no offense to those 2 teams because we've built a Champions League group stage team right now. Such a good record against Gurno Plasniger. I don't know, honestly. No, it's 22 players in the field. Just step right out of that. Taking things 1 match at a time. Easy press conferences in this league. Easy press conferences. Okay, no Cuban support from El Blanche, it would seem. Galileo. Just keep on working on these lads. Xiong Wei. Oh, he actually is available for a $1.8 million compensation if he happened to be great. Normally the Chinese players are a lot more than that. Like players that come up in China almost, I mean, there's basically a 0% chance they end up anywhere else because of how outrageously high their values are. Antonio Trueba. Probably could just look at his attributes and tell you if he's going to be good now. Hector Helman Zapata, your training has been bad, and now I yelled at you, and you're like, well, yeah, maybe I should just go back to Colombia. Don't do that, Hector. We love you here, Hector. I need to sell Sestak or Nira. I'm going to sign somebody, okay? And it's going to be Sestak or Nira that's going to have to leave to open up that playing time. Rodriguez, could you please talk to Ulrich? No? Okay. Dude, you made 1 substitute. We played 3 games this season. Really? really shouldn't be hard to appease somebody who is an Impact sub. So I'm going to go ahead and take on that challenge. If he gets mad, he has a substitute appearance in the first 3 matches of the season. He's 17 years old and an Impact sub. Bold stance by my boy Ulrich. My 18-year-old Thai wonder kid just scored his first international goal. Go on, Samchai. Go on, Samchai. Oh, that's not good. They really were just waiting for me. Really, I wish we could change that part of the game where they don't just wait for you anymore. I'm going to need to make Alfredo Moblanche not lone-ish anymore. Alfredo, he's going to end up with 3,000 Cuban caps. Now, Shrekovich was already gone. The real F is that Liverpool is now in on Gabby Halilevich as well, so we're super unlikely to get Gabby Halilevich. And when we're also apparently unlikely to get Eric Bayakala as well, which means we need to consider other options on our target shortlist, because those are 3 of the 5 people really we'd looked at. Aldrich Kolar and Orel Cooper were just the other 2. So that's how good Orel Cooper is. Super athlete, technically proficient, defensively liable, but a supreme athlete coming out of the middle of the field who works hard, has a feel for the game. Yeah, the composure, the decision-making, the anticipation.
Gibraltar.
Thank you. Thank you for that, kid. Means a lot. Thanks for the 13 months. The wage demands look a little high, so we're going to have to wait to make an offer because our wages are a little tied up in 2 transfers that obviously it's extremely unlikely we'll get both. I am hoping if we get one that we get Gabriel Halilevich. That's what I'm hoping. So there's the collection, Semiotis, Sokolov, Daniel, Adrian Rodriguez got that potential. And then, of course, there is still Shaw Lucas. We are going to, in vain, explore the opportunity to sign him again. And Aldrich Kolar. Everybody loves a good Aldrich Kolar sighting. And let's update his interest as well. It's important to know exactly what the demands of these guys are going to be if we're going to work with the right offers. And since we're waiting a little bit to see what these other offers do, we might as well use that time to figure out exactly what they would want. Champions League, when's Champions League group stage get drawn? We're in the 3rd qualifying round right now, like on the calendar, so somewhere after that.
Do you think if more MLS teams continue to lose to USL and lower American soccer clubs that will open the door to more discussion of pro/rel? My hometown Detroit team beat the American legend Gadjet last night.
Beat the American legend Gadjet. Love the pronunciation from the TTS. Pro-Rel, the issue with Pro-Rel is not the competitiveness of the USL relative to the MLS, which is interesting. You feel like it should be, but the reason they don't have Pro-Rel is because when you buy, it's the reason the MLS has been able to grow as fast as it has, so you can't hate on this strategy as much as you might want to now. But when you buy a team in the MLS, you don't actually buy the team. You buy like stock in the MLS. So how are you going to relegate somebody? And also, legally speaking, the contracts of these people that own the teams say they can't, like, they're not idiots, right? The people that own the teams want to continue to have an MLS team, right? And so the contracts say that you cannot get relegated, right? It's the ownership model of the MLS that you buy in. You buy a piece of the MLS brand, which, you know, motivates everybody to grow the brand and such. But the counterpart of that is that you're going to stay in the MLS, right? So that is why. Do I think it's a horrible system? Not necessarily, but I think promotion and relegation would be fantastic. Because who doesn't want to see Jackson Hole, Wyoming, or some, you know, or your team from Michigan get promoted up into the MLS for a season and try and survive there? I think another issue they need to address, and this is something that they have not and don't need to work on. But this is something that they don't need to work on because promotion and relegation is not only not going to happen right now, it's not going to happen anytime soon in the United States because of that ownership structure and the contracts for the ownerships of the club and the fact that you own a piece of the MLS and not your actual like team, right? So it's not going to happen anytime soon. Even if it does happen, then you have to deal with the fact that the United States is huge. The US is massive, right? And we've done this. We've looked up like real size of things, and I feel like we always bring this up when we do. The true size of, there it is. So you take the United States, right? So if we take the United States and you have Seattle, we'll put Seattle in Edinburgh, and you play away to Miami. You have to fly to Goalkeeper, Turkmenistan to play that match. So if you're in the second division, right, and you're like, you make the second division national, you've got to play your away day, right? Even if you're like East Coast, right? You are flying from, let's say we've got Massachusetts, right? Is there any big city around here? Tumen, I guess, is the big city around here. Or Omsk. You got to fly and you're playing in, well, I guess it's literally still in Russia. Russia's gigantic. You're playing in Louisiana. You got to play in New Orleans, and you got to come down to basically the Georgian border to play the game. Or if you're in the West Coast, you're up in Portland. You're in London, and then you got to play some West Texas team, and you're in Istanbul. Like, it's hard to have a national system. So that's why when we designed the Zealand tiers database, we very quickly, when you go down the leagues, it breaks into regional leagues. And not just regional leagues, then, I mean, we break the United States into 8 parts at the lower level, so you can essentially drive to all of your games. It is now the 5 major population centers of the U.S. are on the opposite coast. That doesn't matter in the MLS because those clubs have millions and millions of dollars and their players are worth millions and millions of dollars. And so they fly and, you know, it's all good. I'm talking about when you do a promotion and relegation system. This isn't England, right? Where people are complaining about a 3-hour drive for an away day, right? If you want to drive from Miami to Seattle, it's like 50 something hours. Okay. It's absurd. Right, that away day is ridiculous. Like when Inter Miami plays against the Seattle Sounders or the Vancouver Whitecaps, which is literally in Canada and even farther up that coast. So it has to break off regional pretty quickly. Turns out Owen Vanderhorst is, again, not ready to take the field here. We are going to give him some more general rehab as he works his way back. How many more days? 3 days. And then Marcus Arling working his way back as well. We are getting a lot of downward arrows in development right now. And it's starting to make me uncomfortable because there's no obvious reason that should be happening. But like Manuel Oberschmidt got some downward arrows. Marcus Arling got some downward arrows, you know, trended down a little bit. So what happens is your current ability changes and then the arrows change to adjust for your new current ability. We're getting that with Paul Rusu. Like, come on, dude, pick it up. Well, Blanchet's getting it, has been for a little while. His CA went down, and now the attributes are adjusting. You're going to start yelling at a couple people. At least Danny Ding is still improving. The guy that allegedly has, like, no potential at all. Danny Ding, still improving. Martin Simcoe's getting faster, which makes life easier for us. Nazareno picked up a little knock, which is the perfect opportunity to give Ulrich Torbjornsson a chance to play. Sjorgren Jakobsen and Simcoe there. Zapata, Sestak, Ding, Mel Blanchet. We are going to start Manuel Nira today because Manuel Nira showed us something. In that last match, he showed us a little something. And we are going to, yeah. That's basically it. Nira there. Hector, Elman, Zapata, Simcoe, Torbjornsson, Brodniak, Sjorgen Jakobsen, Mateus Danelli. They're playing a 4-2-3-1, which is a great test for Zapata, because he is incredibly press resistant, and this is the best way to press out of a 4-2-3-1. Close down James Day because he's very slow, and yeah, I think we just close down and type mark James Day. Very slow, very good passer. Very easy for us to handle with our athletic midfield. Let me check out these set pieces where we have a new Manuel Nira's the taker. Get you up there, and the target is right there, Bojan Brodniak. There are a few changes we actually just needed to make to this in general. I hate how when you change the taker, it does that. And then we need to do this on both sides because Danny Ding is a short king. Bojan Brodniak takes the captain's armband. Nira Torbjornsson the introductions to the lineup, and let's play a match, baby. Let's go. Last performance into this one. We did win 3-0. We didn't dominate as much as I'd want. But we are back at the Carl Yzda Stadium. Oh, it is beautiful. Oh, we're back at the Carl Yzda. Our great legend of the past, Carl Yzda. For those that don't know the story, our stadium is named after a star player on the team that won the first league title for Floridsdorfer in 1918. We then won the first title for them in 109 years last year. Oh, good work, good work, good work, good header. And yeah, the Fachplatz has given way to big actual stands full of enthusiastic Dorfers. What tier is this, guys? Top tier in Austria. We won the Austrian League over Salzburg for the first time in 109 years last year as a club, after 3 years of finishing second. Oh, there we are. Mel Blanchet, yes. Ooh, Rusu. Good, don't force it. Don't force it. Ooh, he forced it. Oh, a ton more money from gate receipts, yeah. Come on, Ulrich. Had the ball, Ulrich. Nice. Slippery pass. Simcoe. I like it. I like it. It's a good start. This is a very good start. Thank you, Mel Blanchet. On his weak foot. We'll take it. Really weird weird defending by us there. That was awful goalkeeping. At least we contested the header. Nothing bad, though. We've had the couple of good runs, good goes from the run of play. He was on, apparently. Apparently he was onside. Rumors of a move. He's playing for his Floridsdorfer life. And Manuel Neira's playing very well. The Peruvian international abroad. Oh, stow it. Somebody asked, is this a pity start from El Blanche? No, he is actually in the starting lineup. We need somebody that's not like an offensive guy, but just a smart space eater. And that's really what Mel Blanche is, a big physical, smart space eater. And Danny Ding is the flair playmaker on the other side. And so is Zapata, and, you know, Neira's the ball-carrying playmaker who's obviously made the big play today. Oh, that is good. That is good. That was a terrible touch, though, and I'm pretty sure Lucanator is the guy that blocked it with a dive. Don't see that every day. We do have a lot of cards again. Lower our closing down by 1. Like I'm tempting fate. He's off. He's offside. He's visually offside there. Gotta be wary, Torbjornsson. It's a save Dinelli should make, but... Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, Simcoe with space. Wasn't a bad cross. Sjölgren Jakobsen. He's got the burst. He can get open on anyone with that 16 agility, balance, acceleration. He can separate from anyone. He just doesn't have the long pace to go on those super long runs. It's like he shouldn't. Ooh. Cross. Cross. Yes. And it's Mate Ballas! And finally, the Karolinska Stadium's got something to shout about. Really spreading the love. We just passed our way into this. It was Zapata that opened things up, which is exactly the role that we want Zapata to have. He's the guy that finds the initial pass. Sjölgren Jakobsen just keeps it simple. Everybody kept it simple, and now Ballas is in thanks to Danny Ding. Take a touch, Youngblood. Why are we taking that on your weak foot? It's not a super weak foot. It's like reasonable, but still. And when you have that amount of time, Danny Ding just put him on a plate. Whoa. Boy, Simcoe. I like Simcoe. He's given me a couple good matches here over Igor Shodin. Don't even think about it. He flopped! Ref! Simulation! I mean, I'm okay with that. Better than popping it over for a corner. It's just, I don't think I've ever seen that animation before. Arusu's in. Hey, he really just ran back and just palmed it down for himself. Torbjornsson. I'm going to say complacency is our talk, because we really should be winning by 3 or 4 goals here. Played a really good half. Do not want to let up, because it is still just 2. Get your hands off my golden Cuban. Thank you, Dinelli. How'd you find Dinelli? We'd known about him for a while. He was on our maybes list. And he just ended up being in the right price range. And he was always a solid keeper. We knew that. And so we got him. We were able to get him in really quickly out of the Brazilian league. 25 years old. Just rock solid. Not a superstar, but heck of a lot better than starting a youth team keeper. You know what I mean? All right. Let's see. Survey the bench, perhaps. Bring out David Sestak. And bring out Igor Sodin. Simcoe's played well, but again, we want Sodin to continue to develop. That's a stupid throw. That's that guy when you're playing, like, pickup soccer. He's like, run! And he throws it. It's nowhere near you. He's like, dude, I told you to. I'm trying to play you up the side, man. It's a through ball. Oh, Zapata. That was stupid. Nice pass. Nice passing. Okay.
Jenny Hart.
Oh, Danny. Oh, Danny. Danny dang. Nice. Nira. Oh, what a pass, dude. Oh, what a... We should be winning this game like 5-0. This is unreal. Just queuing up, and he just side... I mean, that is... My grandma hits harder than that. Unreal. Give me Pablo for Balas, who seems to be getting a little more tired out there. Get Pablo Rodriguez on the field. He is the reigning 2-time league player of the year, so I feel like we should keep him sharp. Yeah, Nira scored an absolute banger and hits us with that out of nowhere. Oh. Feels like nobody's paying attention here at all. Torbjornsson went to mark the other guy. Shodin's like 5 miles away. All right, turnover. Turnover. Force the turnover. Good press. I want to force the long ball. We always win the long ball. There we go. Or that. Pablo. David. Well, aren't we just swaggering? Really like Nira today, though. Nira has been a bit of a revelation. Torbjornsson's in a tough spot here. Come on, run, dude! All you are is quick. The people at the Carl Yzda want to see a show. They want to see a show. That is pretty showy. Shoot! Shoot! Oh, now he shoots. What a missed opportunity. Oh, Torbjornsson, wonderful. Oh, it's got to be a through ball on here somewhere. Sestak, what are we thinking here? All you got to do is stop the ball, and then there's 2 through balls available because that whole back line's out of sorts. How many highlights we have in this game? And we scored 2 goals. Capacity of the new stadium, 18,700 plus, which is up from 3,600 at the old Falkplatz. The Falkplatz was beautiful, and we won the league there. But the Carl Yzda allows us a lot more match day income, which is huge just to, be able to afford more everything. Match day income's a nice hidden bonus. Nice work, everyone. That was good. I mean, certainly weren't finishing. But we did win, so I won't complain. Oh, the Kapfenberger coach wants him on loan. I know that. But yeah, in case you haven't noticed, he's playing a lot for the first team. Don't want to talk about Nira being on the transfer list right now, but he does have an appealing release clause at $9.25 million. Just saying. Just saying. Very appealing release clause. If I had to describe that release clause in one word, it would be appealing. Yeah, I want to add this to the futures. This is one of those hot young strikers from Austria. Nico on Morris Kranger, the Liberian. Unfortunately, no. There is actually a Liberian. I've been fishing around in the database a little bit. There is actually a Liberian that's, what was the attendance? Oh, I don't know. First match, the first league match, there was like 17,000 something. But there is actually a Liberian who's like Premier League level at the start of saves, which is interesting. What? What is that? Photoglimped have turned down the opportunity to sign Eric Bayakala. Yeah, it's Oscar Dorley is the guy. Oscar Dorley. What is Photoglimped have turned down the opportunity to sign Eric Bayakala, which means it's just us and Your Gardens. Of course, he still likes Your Gardens, but I don't really know what's going on there. Where one of them's out of the running, Photoglimpt's out of the running for Bayakala. Yes. But there is a Premier League level Liberian at the start of the game named Oscar Murphy Dorley playing in the Czech League. Just thought you'd want to know that in case anybody wants to go sign a really attacking midfielder. Okay, where are we going as part of our Austrian coaching duty? What do we want to watch? Admiral Bundesliga between Lafnitz and Wolfsberger. That's where we're going. Lafnitz and Wolfsberger. Got to keep up to date with the quality of the Austrian league. You know, I don't see that enough right here, right now. So I don't see it enough right here, right now. Salzburg already dropped the point. That helps, considering we lost our opening match inexplicably, but we are back. Tim Runing. He's always cheap, but his wage is always high. Name that player. I mean, he's got good jumping reach, too. I just don't think it's ever... just kidding. He's really cheap. I think it could become feasible at some point. Who was that? Red Difference, thank you so much for the 3 months. Part of the Hammers. Congrats on cooking your bacon. Napoli's Edvin Dizdaric. Vladimir Kamara. Still working on that one. Shang Liu. Stipe Andelovic and Severos, who I'm just never going to finish scouting, and I'm kind of okay with that. I think I've accepted it. So we still have 2 transfers out. Gabriel Halilevich and Eric Bayakala. We really want Halilevich. We know what kind of potential he has. He's got insane potential. Halilevich has offers from Liverpool and Chelsea. And we are still waiting on both. We've given him, though, playing time, which I know neither of those teams will be able to offer Gabriel Halilevich. And Bayakala is considering us and Your Gardens, and apparently, according to the little transfer screen, he actually has more interest in Your Gardens at the moment. Which, nice slap in the face. We're working on scouting Aurel Cooper, who's another very good player, and we are still optimistic about Shao Lucas for no actual reason. What's up, Dasco? Goalkeeper update? Yeah, we have 2. One tore up his knees, out for 3 months, but we still have Mateus Danelli. And honestly, on deadline day, we might loan in another keeper just so that we have 3 passable first-team level keepers. I think that's what we might do. Yes, I am uncut. If Mateus Danelli picks up an injury, we are down to Joseph Volkert on the youth team again. play at a higher standard, he could play in the Admiral Bundesliga. Well, guess what? No, he can. Come on, Gardens. I know you're interested. They've only offered like 1.1. Did they offer 1.1 million? I'm going to go with an unspecified. Please. No. Your Gardens are fools. Sestak would be a beast in the Swedish league. Could loan Joe Croston back. I think we might be able to. Yeah. Oh, that's not a bad idea. Using the schedules you made in the YouTube video? Yes. Can't wait until we sign the Brazilian. Yeah. Yes, exactly. Bring back Blockman. I don't know. If even if he is available for loan, his wage would be insane. He's in the Premier League. Sure, Gardner in for Bayakala. I know. And he allegedly prefers them over us. But same with Bodo Glimt, and they're all of a sudden out of the running, so you never know. Morel. Okay. Tomas Bustos. Typhoon Demirci. I love it. I love it. Typhoon Demirci. Fantastic. David Ochoa. There you go. Joaquin. There you go. Levi Krebs. There you go. Michael Kern. Apparently, our giant wall of Austria reports. Where's the transfer interest? The offer is, oh my, okay. We had a whole other day going on right now. Max Rayfeld, and it's Admira Wacker Modling in the second division. A good second division team that are interested in Max Rayfield. So what if we go Max Rayfield to Kopfenberger? Okay, well, hold on. We go Max Rayfield to Kopfenberger. How much playing time is he supposed to get? Be competing for a starting role. Okay, well, we'll take Rayfield and we will send him off to there unless we can get a starting spot. I feel like that's better than the offer we got. Arsenal's in for Adele. That's interesting. Gabby Halilevich is headed to PSV. Okay. Danny Ding's still improving. Vanderhorst back to full training, and we just need to get back to working on his speed. Get faster, Owen. There it is. Halilevich has made his move and is officially on Liverpool. Thank you, Gabriel Halilevich. Luke Lassos rejected a contract from Helsingor to stay in America. Well, that's just exactly what Ted Lasso's son would do. So, I'm sorry, he's worth it. There is no world in which Luke Lasso's signing is not worth it. The European interest is absolutely legit. I am going to load this contract up. Big time salary after reaching those games with the club. I'm going to jack that stuff up as well. This wage. Oh, we actually got him under 100. Luke Lasso, everybody. I mean, he's kind of a decent player. He's just not very athletic, but he's 6'5" and distributes the ball well and is kind of press. Like, he's kind of decent. I could totally see selling him for $1 million plus, and that makes it worth it signing him for $98,000 and loaning him. And we will see what he wants to do. So we have a lot of money freed up now because Gabriel is gone. I need João Lucas. We need João Lucas. Absolute necessity. How I'm going to make it happen, I don't know. But we need it. Transfer budget's about $15.5 million. Oh, Shamuradov. Headed to the Prem, perhaps. Mohammed bin Yahya. Ooh. Mark Buttle. Oh my god. Oh my god. He has no interest. He has no interest. There's no way. Hi. How you doing? Name Zealand. Your center back is 16 and objectively great. What do you think about that? I've seen this work before. Just let me work. I've seen that work before. We've gotten around the whole doesn't want to sign the contract before by just putting an actual offer in. We are going to try and do it again. We are going to try to do it again. I know he's involved in a bunch of transfer business, but at the same time, Gabby Halilevich is a very good player that would still be a stud for us. Need to go prioritize. He's outrageously good at 16 years old. He is a natural libero with touch and passing and dribbling at an exceptionally high level for a 16-year-old center back. Dang it. Zolta Varagam are going in, and he's going to make his decision imminently. Eric Bayakala's on the move. Vidovic likely on the move. And okay. Currently not interested. Well, Mark, let me tell you something. Marky Mark, the young Mark. I will never stop. I will never, ever stop until I sign you. Try a loan with an option to buy. Now, then you have to agree to a contract. Zolta Varagam just swooped in at the 11th hour and signed Eric Bayakala. That's annoying. We've known about Eric Bayakala for 2 years in that league. Zolta Varagam came in and signed him inside of a day. Tough. We get beaten to a couple of our top marks. Everton's interested in João Lucas. Well, good. We should be finishing our latest report that will tell us he's passionately interested, of course, in signing with us. That's what we're waiting on, obviously. What the heck else would we be waiting for other than João Lucas' imminent interest? I know they offered him a lot more money. They offered him Well, we had a relatively similar contract in terms of value. Marquez, yep, you're like fool's gold there. Chivas youth player Pavel Gonzalez. All about that wing life, though. Not a great scheme fit, but I'll tell you what, definitely belongs in the target list. Johan Madrid, still got it. I'm not going to keep scouting him, but definitely still got it. Not going to keep scouting this guy because he's definitely worth a crazy amount of money. Not even interested in a loan. Missed out on a couple targets. Amath and Die from Bournemouth? Absolutely not. It's like a good player, but you're asking for 20 to 30 million. You're asking for crazy wages. I'm not about that life. See, that guy understands exactly what he is worth. Scout in Germany's actually come back with a couple of good guys. Normally, right when they start the scouting in the nation, they find a batch. That is what he's done. Try to install your face pack. Followed every instruction. For some reason, faces don't change. Well, there's a lot of reasons that could happen. You want to make sure that your file that you've exported is really large. The file should be really large. If it's worked for you before, it should be a similar size to that file. If it's like 10 to 20 kilobytes, that is not the size. It should be like 30. No, it should be at least not 10 to 15 kilobytes. It should be higher than that. Totally depends on your database size. So I don't want to give you like a range, but if it's a really small file,
money makes greatness.
Then the issue's in the exporting. If it's a really large file, then the issue is in the execution. And you got to make sure you chain. No, so you're not getting an Rdf Invalid, which means you did change the view at least. It's reading the sheet well. Positive there. Home, thank you so much for the 9. Money makes greatness. Yeah, we need to sign a little more greatness now. Now that we have the money and we have a very safe, secure financial club. We need to sign more greatness. And what we need... Why can I not adjust transfer revenue retention? Dude, really? Seriously. Why can I not adjust the transfer revenue retention? Home match had 15,726. That's darn good attendance. Keep getting attendance like that. I mean, that is 5 times what we were getting before. 4 point something times what we were getting before in terms of match day revenue. Every home match. You like project that over an entire season. It's just huge. Fantastic. I would like to sign more physiotherapists, please. That's what I'm going to ask for today. I feel like we only have 2 or 3, and we need to be higher than that, because each physio takes care of 1 injury at a time. How do you fix an Rdf Invalid? If you get Rdf Invalid, it means your view was wrong on the player search. That's a very easy fix. So on the actual player search, you didn't change the view. It can't read the file, because it's not the right data. That's what it means. Wow, we just added 2. Okay. Hello, physios. Meet your new overlords. Me. Manuel Rosenthaler. How you doing, Manuel? Manuel. Wow, Florian Meyer has no opinion of themselves at all. Freaked out once I called and offered, no, I want you to be a physio for the actual senior team at Floridsdorfer. Like, what did you say? I thought the transfer had already gone through, to be honest with you, but now it obviously has. So we do not have any targets other than Luke Lasso and the 2 physios that are available for us to sign. Let's see, what else can I ask for? More performance analysts, more scouts, more coaching staff. Let's ask for more coaching staff and more scouts. If we're really that far behind that I got 2 free physios without even pushing, so that we'll have an incredibly well-trained staff. We can get more scouts in. I'm excited. Need something to go our way after our first couple of big spins didn't go through. Aldrich Kolar. I'll finish the new report. We'll finish the new report. Finish the new report. Samiotis is now 18. I would like a new report on Samiotis as well. Anybody else, so that we don't waste any more time? Do we want reports on Daniel? Yeah, we'll get a report on Daniel. We'll get a report on Adrian Rodriguez. We should basically just crowd the top of this reports. We just got the report on Pavel Gonzalez. Let's get a new report on Stanislav Sokolov, because he is definitely now in the conversation as somebody that we would want to kind of splurge on and sign. New report on Silvio Araujo. New report on Helmut Frank. And Julian Knapp. Josh Richardson, we know, doesn't want to sign for us. That's fine. Mark Buttle is there, and Fernando Nove, Sladecki, and Kamara. We're currently working on. Josh Richardson's basically the only one that we won't. Totally fine. Julian Knapp, prioritize. Helmut Frank, prioritize. Silvio Araujo, prioritize. Sokolov, Adrian Rodriguez, Daniel. And we come down here and make sure that Lucas and Kolar are top priority, and Orel Cooper. But everybody else should be, like, we're all within striking distance here of our big scouting staff, so should work just fine. I know we've got a campaign going for an Orel Cooper signing. Really? I'll increase the number by 3? Oh, like a kid in the candy store! Yeah! 3 scouts! No coaching staff, but 3 scouts. All we had to do was ask, and we got 3 new scouting positions opened up. Gotta ask more often. Most of the things we've asked for have been denied, too, even after we made all this money. But apparently we've got all this scouting staff. Gotta spend it somewhere. Or scouting budget. Oh, Suyun. A committed attacking midfielder. Certainly committed. Certainly inconsistent. So that means we need 3 new scouts. Cool. I would love an East Asian scout. Is that... Please? Is that possible? Not that speaks German, but actually... Anybody speak Korean out here? Yo, what's up? Who speaks Korean? Apparently that is in the high list of languages. There it is. We got one! Shoshimin! Give it to me. At once. Chief, you gotta really, 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 really think about that one. Probably doesn't take the deal, though, does he? He probably doesn't take the deal. Probably doesn't take the deal. Give me somebody that speaks Greek. None. Cool. Give me somebody that speaks Serbian. We already have a guy in Serbia. I know that, but does he speak Serbian? We definitely... There's no way we don't have a guy in Serbia. I'll be furious if we don't have a guy in Serbia. The only reason we wouldn't have a guy in Serbia, of course, is because I am afraid to send somebody to Serbia who don't speak the language. We don't have a guy in Serbia. We should do that. How about we add another language spoken, and let's just get real controversial here. I realize that would have been unlikely. I realize that. That doesn't stop me from dreaming. And I know you couldn't see it. I put Croatian. And nobody was there. Which, it's okay. That's okay. I understand. I get it. Definitely get it. So, Admir Hamzagic, Chief Scout at Armenia, Bielefeld. That's not going to be easy to get. But he's a very good scout. Nope. Okay. The other two guys, though, this guy in particular, high-quality scout, wants to be my technical director for a lot less money than I am willing to offer him to scout for me. So we're going to come in here and say, hey, boss, Goran Gurkanic, would you like to be a scout instead? And he speaks English. He speaks Croatian. It's because I had it on fluent. All right, we're going to be able to send him to the Balkans, right? And now we need one more. One more. Uno más. How about Hebrew at least a basic level and Arabic at least a basic level, right? Is that too much to ask for? Definitely. 14s. 13s. 12s. Okay, this person doesn't exist. Let's just keep it with Arabic then. Just keep that Arabic going. Nope. 15s? I really think we need to get more Rosetta Stone in this place. It's ridiculous. Okay, Ali Rachetti. The French guy. Okay. It's useful. Agree to the deal. Neat. Nice. Anyways, we're getting Ali Rachetti. Because this guy would probably be harder to get. He's got full knowledge of Qatar because he's a coach for the Qatari national team, which explains the Arabic. Okay, we're getting Ali Rachetti for a little Arabic expertise as well. And we've got our 3 scouts in place. Neil McGinnis. Fluent in Arabic, been coaching Qatar for a while. We are able to get an Arabic-speaking scout to send to Iran. Yeah, just put him in the Middle East, Saudi Arabia, Iraq. What do you have, 4 or 5 nations around there? And there's Marcus Arling and Manuel Oberschmieds in the U18s, finally. Okay, if there is any interest at all from this Brazilian, we lose our minds collectively, okay? We can do that, right? Lasso delayed. Dude, what is wrong with you? He never had issues before. His injury history is like absolutely nothing. Gashed leg, which is nothing. The last time he pulled something that caused him to miss matches was in March. He pulled an ab and was out for 2 weeks. I guess he is actually kind of a little injury prone. That's an awful way to start the season, though. 3 weeks and now out 2 to 4 weeks with sprained ankle ligaments. So let's go to the medical center. And let's go to How do we get to that injury screen where we like see his body? I'm talking about
Owen Satch.
Yeah, I know. You've got the 2 long-term injuries to Kuba and Dawson, and Vanderhorst keeps picking up these 2 to 4 week sprains. There it is. There it is. Medical report. It's the same injury. Same ankle. Owen! It literally just said it was a relapse. Oh, yeah. No kidding. Goose yourself over here letting me know that it was actually a recurrence of his sprained ankle ligaments he just suffered from. Great. And then you said it's, did it say relapse somewhere else just for the sake of learning? He has no recurring injuries, yet he has relapsed. I did do general rehab on him for like 5 days of his rehab. I think I missed the first week. May I ask the reason for your newfound wealth? We sold a few guys. Bobby Smith, Christian Turden, Nicholas Lima's release clause was met. So we're flush with cash. Nearly touched 40 million in the bank balance. Our transfer budget up to about 15, which, you know, good stuff. That guy's good. Rafael Luis, 22-year-old center back at Feyenoord. How are you 22 in 2027? This dude's legit 15 years old, like 16 years old at the start of the game. And he has come up very good indeed. Susuke Nakamura. Could have used him a little earlier. Maybe he's the guy we end up signing when it's all said and done. Sun Xuan from Ajaccio, 21-year-old Chinese player. They got me. I'm an absolute sucker for Chinese players. Ever since Wang Shuran became a world best 11 player for me at Man United way back in the day. Way back in the day. Absolute sucker. Danny Mendez. Ah, we have a match. It's part of our Austria national team duty. And away. Why are they playing on Friday? Yeah, we're going to get our balance well over, I think not well over, but we'll get over 50 million, I think, in balance after the group stage draw. And that'll be the highest point, the high water mark of the club. Because the group stage draw hits you like a little over 17 million in your balance sheet. And at that point, we should be able to ask for more transfer money. We should be able to then build facilities. The transfer money is more important because there is a god amongst us. And we really want to sign that god. There is absolutely a god amongst us. Oh boy, Rayfield, way to develop. He gets stuck into the task at hand early. Shame about Vanderhorst. Had such an amazing end to the season last year. Where's the Chinese babes list, like the Dragons? Yeah, I should have a Slovakian babes list, to be honest with you. wonder when Cuba gets back. He got hurt really early in preseason. Should be like another month. I guess Richardson's not old enough yet. Blankenmeyer, 16-year-old left back. He's reserved, fairly professional. All of those are very good. Just report in. Luke Lasso's got his work permit, and big Luke Lasso signing. Let's go, Luke! Ted Lasso's son's on the team. That's fine. We know he's not like a big-time first-team prospect. What we do know is that Luke Lasso is going to make us a lot of money. Because he is a talented player who needs to learn how to play center mid on attack. Granted, talented player though. Rodriguez, welcome him. Intensive, we're a big money club. We can intensive language course everybody to make their lives easier. Locking horns with Andreas Haraf. It's all in the past now. All in the past now. Dawson's got a long road ahead of him. He tore up some knee ligaments. Our number 2 goalkeeper. You do your own training schedule? Yeah, we just dropped the video yesterday describing it.
Not judgmental.
Oh, Blanche. I'm getting a lot of injuries. We're just getting them on players that I would really prefer to have around. I'd go Alling. Go Vince Brody. Haven't given Vince much of a look recently, and I want more passing today instead of Mel Blanche. And when did he get hurt? Like an hour before? Oh, no, I guess we're still in the day before the match. He got hurt in the attacking movement training. You know, gotta love it. Least intense training possible. What, did he trip over something? Where would you recommend you look for squad depth into contracts? I mean, that's why you maintain that into contract shortlist. You get some guys into contract to buff up your squad. Gimme Shelton, thank you so much for the 15, though. Be curious, not judgmental. A lot of great lines from Ted Lasso. Aldrich Kolar, dubious interest. Wage demands high, obviously. Because of his dubious interest. No! Love me, Joe! Love me! We go again. You must love me, Jean Lucas. You must. Must love me. It must happen now. I'm so sad. So sad. Hey, this 19-year-old center back actually might be affordable. Every week we will check. We will check every week. Just to see if we pique his interest. Hey, who's this team in the Champions League group stage that's sniffing around the goods? Player interest, perhaps? We'll do that. We'll try that this week. We'll try that this week. I like the way you're thinking there, Isle. Do that. New and fresh ideas. Declare interest as top target. Yeah, we want Shao Lucas. We're making it public. This is our guy. Our guy. Why is he not interested? Yeah, I think he wants to make a move to a top 5 league, I would imagine. That's probably a really significant part of it. And we're still sitting on... we don't have enough money, actually, to go after Lucas, but I will move hell or high water if he shows any interest at all in joining us. Okay, we landed 2 scouts, or 1 scout, and we landed both of our physios. Ali Arachetti is here, so once he signs, then we'll make sure we send him off to the right place. Sescamassau and Standard de Liège. Nice little European action. to watch Filip Rastonic, since everybody's always mad that I'm not giving Filip Rastonic a chance. Away to Rapid Vienna, a team that has finished third, I think, 3 years in a row behind us and Salzburg. So big match, good early test for a team that's been rotated a little bit. All right, Ali, I know exactly where you're going to go. You are looking for potential ability that is very good. You are looking for people whose age is max 23. And you are looking in Egypt. You are looking in Iran. Speak Farsi in Iran, right? Oh, I gotta go look. They speak Arabic too, right? Dang it! This is why they don't like us, I guess. They'll figure it out. I need somebody in Iran. And I'm not gonna find somebody that speaks Persian. My maximum transfer offers in 1 day for someone who's been around 20. It usually wears them down. You find an opening somewhere. He'll figure it out. Where are we going to send him as well? Saudi Arabia? Pretty sure they speak Arabic there, so I think we're okay. Iraq for sure. Iraq definitely can have a couple good players. Want to have some knowledge over in the Middle East and Saudi Arabia. I think Egypt's going to be the most important one, but that is the official task of Ali Rachetti, now that he is here, is to handle all of that. We already have somebody doing North Africa stuff. Nazareno's cleared. Good deal. Good deal. Vladimir Kamara. Still not totally clear on how good he is exactly. We do get to remove this guy, though, from every short list we have and not interest him, so we don't get any more messages. Franco Triansky, okay. Other guy, worth a lot of money. The big wage, whose agent's looking to get him a move into European competition. And as much as I would love to make that donation, I'm not going to. Currently scouting. Okay. Wow, Leonardo Campana's glowed up. He's at Famalicão. This guy's in my Wolves team. I think we just sold him off my Wolves team in the network save, which will be on tomorrow, by the way. I don't want him now, no. Jordan Turinariga. I always love Jordan Turinariga, even if he's 30 years old. John Bjorken. Don't think so. Certain Odabasi. It's like previously scouted him over here, like, pretty sure we're just scouting him right now. Okay. Enzo Souza looked pretty good. Gonna go ahead and prioritize him. And Lucas and Arel Cooper and all these guys that we're waiting 4 days on to see what their interest is. But all of that is tomorrow's problem. Today's problem is our opponent. I'm actually going to start Sestak and Nero, which is a little weird. Not usually a big starting guys on the transfer list person. I'm going to take Nero off the transfer list. Informative of that before the game. Sestak has no other clubs that are interested in him. How does his asking price keep going up? Seriously, that doesn't make any sense. We'll take these guys off the transfer list because apparently we're not signing any other midfielders, and this is our freaking midfield. So Nira, Sestak, Zapata, Simco Torbjornsen's not the guy. I'm going to start Nazareno, actually. Although Torbjornsson should be satisfied with his playing time already. No, started one match. I mean, come on, he's an Impact sub. He's got to start every match. What's he doing? What is he even doing? Finally, some loan offers for Rayfield. I can't believe Sunday Madu's not getting offers. See if anybody wants to give Rayfield starting minutes. Oh, we're missing a player on the bench. Who are we missing? A midfielder? We'll take Sunday Madu and put him up there. We'll drop the much higher line, and we are away. This is not an easy game. Everything should be set up the way that it's supposed to be. Danny Ding lurking outside the 18. Let's get it. Let's get after it. Nazareno in. David Sestak in for Mel Blanche, who picked up a bruised foot or whatever. Carry your last performance into this match. I'm going to go with the I have faith in you because this is an important early match. We're starting Nazareno. There we go. Just have to make sure the squad, make sure we don't miss him too much. Oh, Vanderhorst, yeah, with that ankle. Didn't want to change too much. We played well in our last match at home. I didn't want to change too much. Big match today. I just looked at the deleted comment. Isle's a giant dude in a leather vest guarding the realms. The bet is up, but it is not for the match. That's our ball. Thank you, Nazareno. Oh, Danny Ding. Manuel Nira. Certainly looks like he's full of goals playing in this middle position, doesn't he? I mean, we were playing in Europe all of last year, too. So even if our bench is a little bit shorter, which it is, that's fine. We've been in Europe now for 4 straight years. So it's not like we're new to the grinds of having to play in Europe as well. That's a good look. Can't believe the weird run of the ball there. It's like it had the wrong spin on it. Went right to Stankovic. That could have been intercepted. That also is intercepted by Rusu. How are we keeping this ball? This is tremendous play. Balas. On to Rusu! Oh, the 2 forwards for this club are something special. What a play from these 2 young men. They just out-hustled, outworked, and what a finish by Paul Rusu. Absolutely out. They outran them all. To get a hold of the ball, to get into an attacking position, and in a huge match at the Austria Vienna. Or Rapid Vienna. Sorry, Austria Vienna's the purple one. I always mix up the 2 Vienna clubs. I know these are the guys that are always third. And have been for a couple of years. I feel like you get the audio glitches every game now. I enjoy the audio when it works. Nice. Sjogren Jakobsen. Dang. Let's go. Nira. Just leave it for Zapata, dude. Get up the field in that position. Like, you shouldn't be dropping into the way of Zapata. He's also the playmaker. Everybody's supposed to defer to him in possession anyways. Oh, Nazareno. It's all right. Keep your heads up. Keep your heads up. Be a goldfish, Nazareno. Be a goldfish. Okay? Goldfish. Be a goldfish, Naz. He's a young kid. Second start. Goldfish. No problem at all. No problem at all. We planned on scoring again anyways. We're playing well. Let's keep doing it. Ooh. problem at all. No problem at all. Absolutely no problem at all. Nazareno will be fine. Because Mate Balaz is just going to crank this towards the goal with power. And that was, in fact, the right decision. See, Alex, I told you we'd be all right. Let Zapata pick the ball up. Nira, come on, man. He's dropping into all these positions like he's Owen Vanderhorst. Even Owen Vanderhorst. Oh, no. Good save. Look, Alex. You got to stay with Gerbich, okay? We can't just be leaving Gerbich alone here. I'm going to take the tight mark off. All right. That should help. Good save by Mateus Danelli. There we go. Play out through Zapata. Play out through Zapata. Get further up the field. Nira's like sagging behind the box-to-box guys right now. That's classic. Classic two-forward play. Way to open him up. I was confident. Brudniak needs to go back. I don't like this. Brudniak left his post a little easily. Is he on? No, he's off. Thank you. Thank you. All right, Sestak. Sestak. Driving. Rusu. Keeper's out of position. Oh, we've had a couple of half chances as well. Thank you. See, here we go, Nazareno. Now we're fine. Oh, and Rusu's in! What's... Oh, my God. Guys, this match is way too open. First of all, way too open. We have 3 guys that don't follow this run. That's on Brodniak. I think Nazareno's going to stand where he's supposed to be. Left back's in a different planet. Yeah, their midfield movement's causing us some problems. This guy's coming up from the midfield. We were all sorts of in position to be able to handle that. It's a different level for Nazareno. His first match was against Lafnitz. He gave us a good go. Good performance, and so we decided to go with him again. Once he got back fit from like some sort of really minor, whatever it was, hurt his foot or something, bruised foot. Where he started Torbjornsson, and it's had a bit of a harder time today. Can't say it wasn't coming, to be perfectly honest with you. You cannot say it wasn't coming. The flags aren't going away. That's disturbing me. That's a visual glitch that is disturbing me and makes me think that that's not going to go through. What is Simcoe doing? Simcoe's nowhere near where he's supposed to be. Alrighty, kids. Need to make a few changes. Try and nullify what they're doing. We have also missed. We have missed a couple of massive chances in on goal. Particularly that last one for Rusu. But Rusu's been played in about 3 times and he hasn't scored. Despite his lovely finish on the opening goal. So, like, even though... Oh, my God. Thank you. Thank you. At least you got there to take on the, like... He wasn't able to take a clean touch, but wow. Guys. Disappointed with how little possession we've had. Come on, look. Hector, Hellman, Zapata, we need to stagger our midfield a little bit more. I need to get Hector Hellman and drop him as a deep-lying playmaker. That's what we need. Ball has got to be there, okay? You're the back post guy. That should help possession as well. We just don't have a lot of the ball. And we have Nazareno in there, and Nazareno's really good at that stuff. He's got great touch, very press resistant. Such stupid mistakes. We miss Vanderhorst. We need better passing, so I'm going to go Vince Brody. And what is wrong with Hector Hellman Zapata today? Give me Klaus Lauritsen for you. Brody for Sestak for sure. Jean Rogel onto the right side for Sjogren Jakobsen's not playing well. Wilting in big games. Jean Rogel had a great season for us last year. Should be able to take care of this. Mine. We're there. Okay. Thank you, Alex. Oh, hold it. Just hold it. I didn't expect that to be called a foul, to be honest with you. Now we score the winner. What was their huge XG play? Oh, it was probably a crucial chance off the Manuel Nira turnover, which was an incredibly stupid turnover. So he can't play further up the field. Danny Ding can. So we're going to go with Danny Ding going way up here. Hector Hellman Zapata not playing well has hurt us. So we are just going to go with a defensive midfielder on defend. And so he's holding his position, shooting less often, dribbling less often, and just generally getting out of the way of a build-up and in the way of the other team while we play through our more aggressive... I mean, that's not going to work. Our more aggressive attacking playmaker in Danny Ding. Ooh, here we go. Brusu, one touch and shoot. Terrible hit. Gotta look for maybe the potential sub to blow this game open. Rusu's missed everything today. We drop Hector Hellman Zapata, move Brody in here, make Brody a deep lying playmaker on defend, put Danny Ding doing that. Nira brings the ball into his strong foot, and then we bring in Marcel Baron as this, and then we just put Marcel Baron into the middle as a third advance forward. And then we just go for it in the last 5 minutes. Sounds good to me. I mean, now we've got so much pace up top that it's just a nightmare to defend. We might just open something up. Oh, Danny. We missed so many chances in this game. I know we were clean and we turned the ball over too much, but we missed so many chances in this game. Whatever. Not a great start, but when have we started well, to be perfectly honest with you?
My bacon is sizzling.
So Tyrol will pay his whole wage and give him squad player playing time. All right, Max, you're headed to the second division. Have fun. Flashpoint today when VAR intervened to correct referee Pascal Schedler. That's why we have VAR. Evening. What's up, Shogo Benito? How you doing? Shy, thank you so much for the 3 months, and the bacon has officially been cooked. Give me Shelton. Thank you for the 15. Knopfler, I know. Hom, thank you for the 9. Red Difference, thank you for the 3. Pottyzilla, thank you for the Prime. Streaker, thank you so much for the Twitch Prime. Do 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 do. I'm wincing. I am wincing and wincing because I know we could have done better there. We had a chance to completely put that game away in the first half. We made a really stupid mental error to give up the first goal that they scored, and we had 3 or 4 balls in on goal that we just didn't finish. But it's the toughest team that's not Salzburg, and it is away. So it's not like there was a 100% chance that we should be winning that game to begin with. We're more talented than them, though, that's for sure. Chelsea March to Genius. Is there a match going on? Ah, there is. We got Chelsea and Arsenal, Everton, Leicester, and Newcastle Crystal Palace. You know, I really don't like the Premier League trying to shift out of everybody playing on the weekend all the time and shifting to this, like they're trying to, they play on Mondays, they play on Thursdays and Fridays, and like they're trying to take over every day of the week. I can't even keep up with when they're playing anymore, to be honest with you. Like, it's crazy. Always satisfying to conclude your transfer business. It's no exception with Luke Lasso. Oh, we're having an entire press conference about Luke Lasso. Okay. Yeah, the longest press conference in the history of Austria for the signing of Luke Lasso. It's rescheduling due to Europe and COVID postponements. Still, it's something that they're doing all the time. Yeah, okay. Cho Jae-min has not taken the deal, and Marcel Baran would like to go out on loan as he is now aware of the fact that he is probably not going to play as much this year. Like, why? We have played 4 league matches, and Marcel Baran has come on as a substitute in one of those league matches. He is already classed as a youngster in his playing time. No, a youngster is somebody that is literally on, like, on my youth team, okay? There is no way you can convince me that a 25% substitute appearance rate is the lowest possible playing time that somebody can achieve at a club. No chance. No chance. Like, dude. And it's just it's Impact subs. It's 2 Impact sub people that are now upset about their playing time. Like, we are 4 games into the season. So it's a small data set, and I think it's just broken is what it is. Oh. Man, they like overhauled the dynamics and playing time and transfer system when it comes to player dynamics, and they didn't really tell anybody that it was coming. And they've just been trying to fix it, like with the whole agent thing and the transfers, that minor feature that just like torpedoed saves all over the place. Okay, apparently this fullback's got a lot of potential, and he, well, not surprisingly, does not want to sign with us. But let me see what they would want. Hopefully they're reasonable about this. They are, because they know that he's got that compensation package there. Well, that was outrageously easy. Okay, hopefully he wants to negotiate a deal. I believe we found 2 people in. I think it's because Spain's got a minimum wage in La Liga or something. And so we found 2 people that are dealing. They don't want to sign them because they'll have to pay them a certain amount of money. And so they're actually like available for compensation or a transfer close to compensation. Good deal. Frustrating loss. Frustrating loss. Who was that? Stakoviak was the guy that had the great potential. Yes. Good. Goalkeeper, we should be close to knowing if he's like consistent and all those sorts of things very soon. Lukaku's actually playing for once. Who's the starting lineup? Lukaku, Werner, Mount, Alonso, Conte, Loftus-Cheek. He really loves Loftus-Cheek recently. Romelu, he does not want to negotiate. It's that little loophole that we've walked through before where if they don't want to negotiate a contract, sometimes if you put a transfer offer in for them, they will want to negotiate. Doesn't work anymore. Why are we rich? Sold 3 players. Do you buy anyone this stream? No, but we have missed out on multiple people. So we've got that going for us. And we're still thirsting after a Brazilian with a 22 million release clause who would be maybe the best player I've signed in years in this game. We are talking, he has a chance to be the best player in the world at a certain point. He's that good. Just turned 18. 22 million release clause, but he does not want to join us, which is why we have declared our undying love and affection for him. Our interest. And we know that given the right amount of time, come to the right decision. Due to the club's perilous financial position. Would they get relegated? No. They're just insecure financially anyways. So they're looking to move Dale Fry. Okay. Tommaso Milanese. We signed João Lucas? Come on, if we signed João Lucas, I would still be celebrating. Even if I signed him a while ago. Salzburg are in the playoff first leg, and they've drawn 1-1 away to Braga, so big chance there. Champions Path playoff first leg. 3 teams out of those will go into the group stage. And look at Karabag hanging around. 2-2 with Dinamo at home. Bodo Glimt's in trouble. They need result at home. Olympiacos and Ludogorets level at 1. Big goal for Olympiacos right before that went behind. And Lyon having to go through the League Path playoff, but they are winning against Young Boys. So at home against Amstetten, that's got to be 3 points. Good Armenian regions? No, I haven't seen a good Armenian region really ever. Like, really ever. Still trying to get Bazan. Rayfield's done his loan. He's going to have fun down at Tyrol in the 2nd division. See how he develops in a year. Kim Kyun Kyu, still like him. Still want him on the target list as somebody I would sign immediately if we had all the money in the world. Daniel Muzat, same thing. Roberto Robinchuk. I think we almost signed this guy out of the Romanian leagues, and then he went to Bologna for $750,000, but now all of a sudden he's like back. So prioritize Roberto Robinchuk. Is available for a potentially catchy price. We're feeling out what transfer moves we'd have. We had to reset after a couple of the guys we wanted fell apart, and we also get to keep focusing on João Lucas, and maybe we can make him interested in us once we are a Champions League group stage team. Maybe. Aurel Cooper, we finished scouting him. He's got good adaptability, and this is Aurel Cooper. He's a good player. Can distribute the ball well, can push the ball up the field. Oh. Oh, a surprise catch. Is this now here's my question to you. You hold the stress banana, okay? You hold the stress banana. Does this mean that we should sign João Lucas? All right. If you hold the stress banana, then you get to talk. Because and the chances are obviously long. And Aurel Cooper is obviously good, and we'd obviously want to bring him in because he would be an immediate starter on this team that would make the team better and all that fun stuff. But does it mean we should sign Aurel Cooper? Do we have the network stream tomorrow? Yes. While you think on that, I would like you to embrace the true spirit of Cat Jam. No. These won't do. These won't do. You know why? Because they're not bladey enough. Right? We need blades. We need blades. Right? We need power steering, ergonomically designed, aerodynamic blades. And I think we found it. Yeah, it's not only is it great for the chakras, great for the neck. Keeps you loose, keeps everything flowing, right? Just great. You do a little yoga and then you do a little cat jam and all of a sudden you're feeling fantastic. Fenerbahce and Copenhagen's the other champions path match. Caught the stream at a weird time? You caught it at the right time. How are you? Doing well. Got everything done this morning that I wanted to get done. We sent Pale Ginger is a scout. Look tidy with the ball. He's indicated he's not interested in the move at this point in his career. We'll see. We'll see about that. You know, a little Champions League group stage doesn't tickle your fancy, Jean Lucas? Doesn't tickle your fancy? Your fancy is decidedly untickled by that prospect? Penny Prism, thank you so much for the prime. Welcome to the Hammers. Enjoy the bacon and the emotes that you can throw around at our next cat jam. Nemanja Gavrich is doing a loan with an $8.5 million potential fee. Let's see. That reminds me. That Mark Buttle, wonderfully named, of course. Do we have him top of the scouting priority? I think we didn't move him because we were like, well, if he doesn't want to join us now, but what if we had Mark Buttle and we prioritized him, and then all of a sudden we made a move for Mark Buttle? What if? Right, what if we did that? I know he doesn't want to join us, but like a loan with an option to buy, because he would want to do a loan. Adrian Rodriguez is here, and his potential is still very much high. Daniel is not as good as we thought. Well, he's kind of as bad as we thought, is the way I would word that. And so he's going to go onto the futures list. Stanislav Sokolov does not have that top-level potential at the level we're at now. Silvio Araujo is 22, so his potential solidified there and doesn't have that air of mystery about it. Julian Knapp is not interested to move. Odysseus, hey! Odysseus Samiotis turned 18 and he's slightly interested in making the move. I like it, Odysseus. Why don't you go on an odyssey on to Austria? You know, I mean, I know it's not on the water. It doesn't really fit the epic, but you can just walk up instead. Just walk up. Joseph Schneider, a promising midfielder that we're going to throw on the future list. That's good news. We did get one guy that was interested, Odysseus Samiotis. We could sign him and Orel, and that'd be an interesting transfer window, a successful, interesting transfer window. But I'm watching Ristonic, and honestly, I think he plays for Standard, but I'm not sure. And that shows how unlikely I am to call him up. Timo Werner's bagged a goal. Oh, wow. It's a hot start to this one. Don't know where on this page the goals are. There they are. Werner in the 17th. Eddie and Nketiah in the 13th for Arsenal. What a big moment for Arsenal. They can get a point or 3 points in that match to try and pull themselves back. Chelsea already basically out of the basically out of the conversation, but not really. Like, not actually. Progressing very well in training. Honestly, I would strongly disagree with that. Marcus Arling does not seem to be progressing well, but he's also 16 years old, so Give him some time. Imagine Spurs actually getting top 4. Antonio Conte didn't even believe in his team. And now all of a sudden that team he didn't believe in is making magic happen. So Danny Mendes isn't actually good. Got it. Roland Emmerling, very unlikely he'd ever want to leave Bayern. And he looks like he will be good enough to stay there, so no sense getting too carried away here. You've got the pace that holds my interest, my dude. I really just want to know if he's good. Could we make any progress at all towards that towards that end? Thank you. Almonte, didn't he just sign a new deal? I think he just transferred and now all of a sudden you're having this conversation with me. Oh, and Arsenal missed the Champions League. Be funny to me. I think that Arsenal missing the Champions League so many years in a row is payback for them getting mad at Arsene Wenger for making the Champions League every year. I think that's what it's payback for. Because all Arsenal did was reliably make the Champions League, but they couldn't quite threaten for the league title, and Arsenal fans are like, this is ridiculous. Get somebody out of here and get us somebody who can win the league, and then they just miss the Champions League. It's definitely karma. There's somebody sitting somewhere with the levers of power that is just laughing so hard. Because now all of a sudden, Arsenal fans are living and dying by potentially getting into the top 4, right? Like living and dying by potentially getting into the top 4. Edge of your seat. Let's go, Gunners. We're back. All that stuff. Like, we're officially back. It's like, no, you're back where Arsene Wenger was able to get you, like, every single year of his life. That's where you are. His last season, he failed to do it for like the first time in, what was it, like 20 years or something crazy like that? Alrighty. Team's ready to play Amstetten. We're waiting for our report on Mr. Joao. Look, I'm not saying that letting Arsene Wenger go was a terrible decision. The guy managed the club for, I think, about 20 years. I mean, I don't know the exact number. I'm not an encyclopedia, but it was this angst. When I started paying attention to the game, there was always this angst from Arsenal fans around Arsene Wenger about, like, God, we just aren't really contending for the league title. Like, this is, for a long time. And eventually that angst boiled over, and the moment he missed it, they're like, get out of here. All right, he probably needed to leave soon, but the payback is not for the actual act of firing him. It's for the years and years and years of nonsense about how the club was, not achieving its goals or whatever. Hey, there's an 18-year-old goalkeeper who's got a shot to be good. Shout out to my homie.
An entire year and a few days as I forgot to share this. Thanks, King Z and Ashaka.
Thank you for the year. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Congrats on the Golden Bacon. I remember the Arsenal fourth jokes from well over a decade ago, yeah. See Mac Brown at Texas. Yeah, we're Texas in college football, American football, was a perfect example of this too. They were going 9-3 every year. You play about 12 games. They were going 9-3 every year. Then everybody was like, we can do better than that. We're Texas. They fired him and they go like 4-8. And you're just like, well, are you? You know, are you as good as you think you are? Are you as impervious to suckage as everybody else? I just felt like I hadn't prioritized a couple of people that I definitely wanted to get another scouting report on pretty quickly. And so we are doing that now. Sam Doherty. Alejandro. We've got David Dungle. Tommaso Milanese. Dale Fry. Right, all these guys. What I'm looking for are the guys that we should have prioritized, but we didn't, based off their age and initial reports. And price, of course. Like where they are and such. Ante Bekovitz. Ante Bekovitz could be good. Thomas Visser, no. 17-year-old Cone Collar, definitely already top of the pops. Alright. That's it for the last couple of scouting things that we've done. The issue is we almost won the national title, expected that level to keep up, and it's just not going to often. Okay, Amstetten. Come catch these hands. How we doing fitness-wise, everybody? Vanderhorst obviously isn't back. I don't think Malblanche will be back, so we're gonna have a similar looking team to the one we put out last time. 2-1 to Arsenal. Emil Smith Rowe, unbelievable goal, Emil Smith Rowe, the homegrown man abroad. Homegrown man abroad. Stoke and Leeds. That's, yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Stoke and Leeds. Give it to me. Inject it into my veins. I'm gonna watch a couple of my center backs playing Stoke versus Leeds. Draws in the 26th. We scared for the Dorfers? No, we're not scared. We're a good team. Oh, are you finally back for a little rehab? Ooh, a little rehab. Little rehab, Christian? From that hamstring. Marcus Arling cleared for 30 minutes. Not exactly, though. Enzo Sosa. Oh, that's the other guy. Okay. And Andre Hudak, we already know, is the beast mode. Oh, wow. Okay, Bayern 2's Avgarinos Angelakousis is actually kind of interested in playing for us. He's also 5'9" with 10 jumping reach. Okay, I understand why he's struggling to break through. I am just going to go ahead and not... Yeah, that guy's just not good. No matter how you slice it, it's just not very good. Did you know that in 1918, when the Dorfers won the league, they also won the double? Final match of the Cup, Floridsdorfer won 4-3 against Wiener Amateur Sportverein. However, the match should have taken place a week earlier. Both teams agreed to postpone the match due to heavy rain without the approval of the Federation. The Austrian Football Association thus ruled out recognition of the match as a Cup final in advance and refused to hand over the Cup to the winner. Oh, wow. Josh, with a thorough investigation of Floridsdorfer history, saying that we won the Cup, but it was not appropriately handed to us, I say we lodge a formal protest in an attempt to gain recognition for the lost Cup winners of yesteryear. Who's with me? We're taking this right to the top. Get your peepo riots out. We are burning the establishment down. One peepo riot at a time. How rich the Dorfers this summer? Well, we got 40 million in the balance, so we're bad. That is before, in a remarkable turn of events, that's before we actually get hit with the Champions League money, which is supposed to hit in 4 days. Yep, the 26th. Let's win a match today, folks. Let's win a match. Okay, we are going to try out Ulrich Torbjornsson today. No, we're not. We're going to try out Klaus Lauritsen. Klaus Lauritsen, Brodniak. No, we're going to try Torbjornsson. We're playing a worse team. I want to try Torbjornsson, then Lauritsen gets another go. Simcoe, how you doing development-wise? Good? Still working on your physique? That's what we need. Oh, come on. Your development, boy, on your development. So we've got Danny Ding, who's the only shining beacon of hope when it comes to developments at this club. Manuel Nira. And apparently David Sestak has now gone the way of development as well. Rusu, Mate Balads. Up top, we are going to start Baran instead of Paul Rusu. Pablo Rodriguez also going to need a start at some point too. Okay. Ready to rock and ready to roll. I'd like to put Nazareno on the bench. I'm just not going to do it. Let's close down Najberger. Do a deep lying playmaker here to help us defend this better. Because they're playing a very, very, very annoying formation that we are honestly in a great position to catch, but okay. The opposition instructions say do not mark Alexander Schmitz. Do not mark Alexander Schmidt. Jonas Najberger. He's the one that's going to make the runs. He's the one we need to type mark. Okay. Changes to the first team. None that would adjust our set pieces. I think we're ready to rock. If you're ready to roll. Fight and win. Athpilicueta's equalized. Oh, it's all kicking off. Here, there, everywhere. It's all kicking off. Goals win games. Obviously very pleasing for us all right now. How hard have you found the recent match schedule? No, we're fine. Oh, look at this beautiful stadium. Every time I see it, I'm like, oh, we're on the road. And then I go, nope, that's our stadium. It literally throws me off every single time. I see it and I go, oh, no, never mind. We are at home. Our new home for us to make all of our memories. I know the real Dorfers are 1 point away from promotion. Be awesome. Vargso, thank you for the year again. And, you're welcome. Meli Ibrahimoglu. Oh, give me that. Oh, play off. Cross. Oh, I wanted the volley. She didn't shoot. We're building. That was nice. We are building. I did forget to do something that I actually want to hold. He pinches in too far. We need him to stay wide. Will I send them a signed Zealand shirt? I want to go over for a game. And right, if I go to Floridsdorfer for a game and they're playing in the top flight, I mean, how freaking cool would that be? Right, because I had to renew my passport. I don't think I'm going to be able to make it over until the new season. Oh, turnover. Let's go. That's a ball. Balaz. Mate. Nice. Simcoe. Good spot. Good spot for Simcoe. Sestak. Now he can chill. Oh, dangerous. Danny, be the playmaker. In the channel. Wrong pass. Perfect type of cross, though. That's the cross we're looking for. Lima's finally out of the team. Lima got sold. They met his release clause. Dynamo Dresden, a newly promoted Bundesliga side, met his release clause. Nira, oh, that's lovely. At least we're swaggering. At least we're swaggering. That's us. That's us. Everybody chill. Everybody chill. They're dropping off. Waiting for us to play the first ball to press. Oh. Wasteful from Martin Simcoe. I respect the guts of this goalkeeper to go with the first-time volley.